Forecast Podcast Network. We appreciate all your support every week with all our different shows, Games on Crack, The Forecast, Unsportsmanlike Conduct, and Rule Reviews. It takes a lot to keep this going. I mean a lot. All right, so we got different tiers that you can subscribe to. It's going to be right here on the side. Please, please, please help us keep this going. Please help us keep growing. We appreciate it. Thank you in advance. What's up? It's your man Young Slaps, a.k.a. Mr. Hookah. You watching The Forecast, nigga. Everybody
here. Hey. I just took a perk. That's a fact. My motherfucking birthday was yesterday, nigga.
Hey, Sauce!
Go crazy, man.
They jump out the face.
Yeah.
They jump out the face.
Hey, it's Mad Miles, also known as Fresh Ass Deuce, nigga. The motherfucking Forecast Podcast.
People these diamonds, they jump out the face. Ducking in diamonds and selling it. White got a wife for these niggas to jump on your case. And none of the money don't come out the safe. Fuck with my dog, I can chunk out your face, nigga. I be so high, I can jump out the space with the fuck.
Yo.
I don't hear you.
Yo, oh shit,
man,
that's too loud. That's too loud. We in this bitch. I couldn't tell. Hey, we in here with all the motherfucking flaws and all, nigga. You know who it is. The main reason your bitch tunes in to the forecast every Thursday, maybe Wednesday, is to put her headphones on, her AirPods, grab her vibrator, and wait for all the segments where Mr. Cooter Mama talk his shit, and then she turn that motherfucker to 5 speeds, maybe even 7 if it got those type of speeds. She's just playing with her motherfucking clip, listening to current news and sports. It's Mr. Cooter Mama from The Forecast, man. You know what it is. We got some guests in this motherfucker. Who we got? Yeah. Go ahead and introduce yourself. What's your man?
It's your boy John Smith. Extraordinaire.
Go your boy Quad and slide in. Slide in what?
Bang, bang, bang.
We turned up the We in this thing. Everybody. We on the lodge with it.
We on the motherfucking lines with it, nigga.
We in Southfield.
You know what it is. Little criminal activity.
Someone say stay off stage.
Hey, listen.
Yeah.
You ain't heard no good set. Come hear me, baby.
Okay.
You know where we from.
Yeah. Let's get to it, man. Hey,
We
first thing
outside
we
today
gonna
and
talk about.
shit.
Hey,
This
man,
shit is
yeah,
nice.
beautiful day,
You
man.
can hear the traffic in the background. Miles on past the fucking hookah.
On the lodge with it.
Going outside today.
Miles on
Hey,
past
let's
the
talk.
goddamn
Let's talk
hookah.
this shit real quick. Hey, wife, excuse me. I'm about to talk a little crazy because my nigga X brought up some good shit.
You already know it.
Hot Boys, City Boys is up.
That's a fact.
That's a motherfucking fact.
A lot of the
X,
fellas feel like y'all ain't on y'all shit. You feel me? The girls ain't y'all hot girls. What is it? City girls, y'all ain't in y'all bag like y'all portray y'all. You know, what's up? What are y'all doing? What makes it a hot girl summer?
I already told
It's
y'all.
not, bro. It's not.
Oh my goodness.
It's not.
It's not a hot girl summer.
It's not.
Hey, G-Roll TV, get off. Wow, dog. This nigga talking crazy.
Bro,
Crack these.
I'm just going. Look, I'm just going off what that weekend that we had went out. I'm just going off that.
Yeah.
Nigga, hey, squad was nice. We went to motherfucking Drake night. All right. Y'all might have heard this story. Went to Drake night. Started off with me and Crack.
Mm-hmm.
Then J-Mo came.
Shout out to J-Mo. What
Then
up?
Spoody's not having a hot boy summer. Charisma was with him.
But
They came through.
Yeah.
We in the building. We had some more friends fall through.
Yeah.
The drinks was in motherfucking rotation.
Shout out
The
to
Cavassier
Cavassier.
was in rotation.
What up?
Hey, we was getting off way harder than the women was in that bitch for sure.
Mm.
We was getting them dancing. We was getting them to have a good time. Did the night end there? Fuck no.
Fuck no.
We going to Mr. B's, bro. It's third quarter. It's third quarter. It's halftime. It's third quarter. Who walks in? Mad Mouse.
Yeah.
Big Suge. Woo walk in.
Yeah.
Oh, nigga. Game 6, Clay. We was in that bitch. Shut that bitch all the way the fuck down. All the way down. Hey, I'm sorry. Trail was in that bitch.
Shout out to Trail.
Shouts to Trail.
Hey,
Oh, fuck.
Slaps fucking up the
You a
hoop
brave man.
on camera.
That shit, hey.
You a brave man.
That shit hurt like a motherfucker. Make this moment go viral. Put that hose back in.
Right there.
Pause. Put the hose back in. Pause.
Yeah, shit like that happen that fast.
That's a light ass motherfucking hookah, nigga. We had fought at Easter and I cracked one of them bitches over somebody back. So that
This nigga just tried to set his whole
shit,
Michael
damn.
Jackson body
Talk
on
Facts.
fire.
You don't want to get it.
Hey though, we up. That might have took us down 5 points, but by the end of the night, I'll be up 25.
Oh, yes. Say it loud. Ain't a problem.
Bro, who this nigga, dog?
Big facts.
Sardell on here talking about, I'm going to the movies and all with my girls. Hey, sit down. We
That
had
ain't
day parties. We had fucking hookah bars with podcasts. Hey, nigga, we getting off.
So
Y'all niggas not doing nothing.
Explain.
All right, so this whole little trend that's supposed to be going on with this whole city girls, hot girls, you know. At first I was respecting it because the music was slapping, you feel me? I'm like, okay, Megan Thee Stallion coming through. You got the city girls coming through. I'm like,
She's
damn.
trash.
Oh, good heat coming through.
This nigga talking about
Hey, I'm like, okay, so maybe this summer might be a little different. Maybe,
Oh, the Coles,
maybe
nigga.
I might
Ain't no
see,
Coles.
You
Oh, they
know,
fell
the
off.
real hot girl shit, you feel me? You know,
picking that bitch
fucking
up.
nigga. Once again, highly disappointed, you feel me?
You
I'm
gonna tell her to
looking-
get some more Coles.
So my whole philosophy on this is like, you know, it was good to talk about it. Shit was looking good on paper until shit really had to hit the fan.
like the
And-
Lakers.
Yeah, you feel me? And then it was like they wasn't ready. You feel me? This non-emotional shit, you feel me? That was bred for us. So it was just prime picking. We were just allowing y'all to try to dip into something that y'all really weren't ready for.
Okay.
So now this city boy, hot boy shit, you know, we've been taking over. You feel me? Like, niggas is getting the fuck off in this bitch. So, like, you know, Slaps was talking about how the way they went crazy, you know, during the day parties. So, shit, we took the show down to Atlanta. You feel me? For AGP.
Oh, shit. Little inside baseball.
Hey,
Okay.
I ain't even gonna cap, but niggas for sure got the fuck off down there. You feel me?
What's good?
It was almost like poetry.
Shit like
in
that.
motion,
Shit like
man.
that.
It
Shit
was
like
poetry.
that.
in
Hey, just
motion.
come on in and pop a squat right over there. Mike,
One
hey,
of my
pop a
special
squat.
guests is in the
Poetry and
building.
Mike already hooked up. Mike already hooked
you
up.
How
You
you
got some
doing?
headphones though.
She good. She locked in right here.
What do?
We got some extra headphones.
Got some
right
extras. Pass it ahead. Pass it. You good? We
good.
talking about
We
this
got different
hot boy
sets.
summer. This hot girl summer. This hot boy summer. We just talking about how city boys getting off. That's all.
Man, these comments going crazy. A lot of the bros hating on y'all right now.
That's cool.
Hating on
Because
us. What they
we on
said?
They say they ain't know Slaps bought a beard.
Huh?
I didn't. It's still nothing there, buddy. Still nothing there. Keep
was
that.
Kyle.
Keep that trash. Keep that trash joke.
They
Can you hear
Tone
us?
said that
Test
Mike
it
hat.
Testing 1, 2.
We lost
Oh,
5
yeah, we ain't
points
here, we
because
ain't
of his
here.
hat.
Oh, that's crazy.
Okay.
X, they said you a city girl, but you know.
I got an insider. I'll text you.
I
Oh,
mean-
somebody said they love Kenya. Okay, already.
That's
She
what's
just
up.
walked in the
Lot
building.
of dick sucking
My
early.
nigga Wayne's, I
Yeah,
love
sir.
it.
Yeah, I'm gonna be raw with it.
Support. That's
Uh-oh,
support.
somebody said, is that an AKA with red hair? Oh,
All right, let's bring her in. Fuck it. Let's bring her in.
Let's go.
Let's bring her on in.
Okay.
Go ahead, give you some music.
Okay,
I'ma start it over. I'm back again, Mad Miles, with a special guest.
Go ahead,
You
introduce
wanna see
yourself.
some ass? What's going on, y'all? This is Kenya.
Hey.
Podcast.
Let's go.
Yes, we in here. Just had to give you a little. Had to give you a little music.
That
for
was
the
Kyle, by
background.
the way, who said that.
Oh, of course. That's why I don't even comment on stuff like that. You see what I'm saying?
But no, are you how your summer been? You been living this city girl, something like what?
Not at all.
Hot girl, any
Told you.
Not at all.
Nah.
I chill mode.
Oh,
I gotta
okay.
grind this summer.
Okay, there we go. There we go.
Yeah.
Man, can't never be mad at that shit.
Can't be.
Are you
I'm grinding in
enjoying
the city boy.
watching the city girl, hot girl?
Oh, it's hilarious.
Do you think they're keeping up with the hot boys and city boys?
I mean, it's a woman's world.
Is it?
That's not what James Brown said.
2019.
Okay.
I know y'all seen the Me Too movement. It's
Oh,
a
Quetta
woman's
said
world.
that. That wasn't even Kyle. That was Quetta.
Oh, wow.
Me too.
Wow,
Me too.
man.
Do not want to associate themselves with this hot girl summer. There'll be a lot of cases. Lot of cases.
You think so?
If we associate hot girl summer with Me Too, I think so.
I'm just letting y'all know it's a woman's world.
They getting off. Hey, check me out. Me and Miles have said black women are going off. We've said that. We've said that multiple times.
Yeah,
They getting off. They in their bag. They in their bag right now. That's for sure. Man got to step it up. Not on the city boys tip, just in general. Just off that. Because the city boys going crazy. But we need that same type of energy and just regular shit too.
That's a fact. The reason because a lot of females be feeling like black men don't support them. Do you feel that way?
Black men do support black women. I feel like it depends on the man. You know, like I can't really speak from a man's perspective, but I feel in my experience, I've gotten a lot of support from black men. I mean, I've had more black male mentors in my life than black female mentors. So on my end, that's how I feel. Yeah. And also the woman. I mean, I guess it's twofold.
Bingo. Bingo.
It's twofold, but I do believe that as a collective, black men can do better.
I can agree.
Do
I
better
can agree.
how?
Who said that?
Can you elaborate
Okay.
on how we need to do better?
It depends on you.
Okay,
It's
nigga,
no
what you want a
one-
job at this
one
bitch?
anything
size
that's
fits
Trying to be,
all.
hey, you want a job? Nigga trying to be a hoe. Say nigga like, oh
Anything
shit, Ruth is
anything
on the top of the
specific
block.
that we need to work on? Is it communication?
Communication is big,
Okay.
but I think that's on both sides.
All right.
I don't think that's a just man thing.
So who you
I
feel
mean,
like
that's-
communicate more?
Women, of course.
Think so? Or does it depend on the woman?
I mean, even when she nagging, she communicating.
Okay.
You just not reading in between the lines. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think that's fair? For us to have to read in between the
You know,
lines?
like-
I like shit
No,
straightforward.
I like
I
a
think
blunt.
straightforward is important, but you have to know how to communicate to be able to talk to somebody straightforward.
Okay, that's a fact. I think accountability is huge with men. I don't think we hold each other accountable for like bullshit. So, I don't have no example off the top, but let's just say, I don't know. All right, let's take the Me Too movement for example. Like, let's take that for example. It's definitely situations where like, all right, nigga, you might have been in the wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, you might just want to look back and understand that like certain shit niggas did in the 90s and shit like that ain't gonna fly no more. I mean, every bit is growing. That type of shit ain't gonna fly no more. I don't think we hold people accountable. Like, we can take R. Kelly for example. We can take R. Kelly for example.
Please speak on this
We can
topic.
take R. Kelly for example, bro. Like, I don't think black men or women are holding that nigga accountable a lot. I still see a lot of like, hey, fuck
Why
it.
you looking at me, bro?
Hey, I'm just saying, bro. 20
Still
tapes.
on our playlist.
20
Step
tapes,
in
the
name of
feds.
love.
20 tapes, the feds. It's like, all right, bro, dog sick. If the feds come at you walking your dog, you did something wrong.
But I think he gonna beat the case, bro.
You not beating that fed
Sex
case.
trafficking, bro.
You bought the
Is
last-
that
It's
what
more.
you
No,
really-
it's more.
Okay,
That's
but
one.
He's
That's
beating
one
that.
count.
He's beating that one.
Yeah. What about the?
many-
What
But I was
about
about to say, I'm
You're
waiting
not
on
beating
the
20.
one.
You're not beating 20 tapes.
I'm waiting on the one. But sex trafficking.
You're not beating 20 tapes,
What
my
was sex
nigga.
trafficking? They gotta get the shit that's gonna lock his ass up.
I see. I mean,
don't
but
book shit that he's gonna beat.
But you know how them laws. You know how them laws be. We might be
ahead.
looking at sex trafficking as just like literal sex trafficking when
They
it might
pull
be some
shit
other
up.
little
Yeah,
avenues
might be
into
some
it.
shit.
Just like they trying to get them two dudes that was following ASAP Rocky in Sweden. They trying to get them on molestation. Clearly they didn't molest anybody, but molestation in Sweden has a couple more
levels to
levels to it than just actually molesting somebody. So, I mean, yeah, it would be interesting to get this nigga on some sex trafficking because what he did don't seem like sex trafficking exactly.
When I found that out, I thought that was crazy.
Yeah, I'm just
That's
like, but they
wild
might be
shit.
talking about like the brainwashing aspect of it could be
Yeah, I want to know what the evidence
associated with it. But hey, all of 20 tapes, bro. Once the feds pull up, they done built their case. They don't just come out.
They've been
Just
watching.
pull up.
They like, all right, it's time. Get the nigga while he walking his dog. We got 20 tapes.
But it's just, I mean, it's gonna be
20
tough.
tapes. Woo.
it's gonna be tough especially for the black culture, man. It's just like, I mean, if you was born in the 90s, early 80s, and coming up into now, I mean, early 2000s, R. Kelly was like, he was at every kid graduation song. You feel me? It's like he embedded into like the DNA. I ain't gonna
hey, that nigga is talented as fuck.
It's tough.
He's talented as fuck.
Yes.
Because it's like we so blindsided from what we've been seeing. You feel me? It's like damn, this kills. You feel me? Like this kills.
We wasn't blindsided. We just ain't want to see that
man.
shit.
Under the rug.
We
It's
ain't
like,
care.
but it's the importance of music and how that really generates within
We
our
ain't care.
culture, though, man.
Breaking news, real quick.
Go
My
ahead.
bad.
He locked up, huh?
Miami
Finally got
Miami Heat attempted to get John Wall and Bradley Beal.
Attempted.
It's in the works right now to go with Jimmy Butler.
I mean,
But go ahead. My bad.
I mean,
Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun. Real quick.
I feel that, but I was just saying, like, I'm just saying for me personally on my aspect, like every Saturday morning whenever I heard R. Kelly, that mean like, you know, it's time to clean up. You feel me? Like when I go to every family
What's
reunion,
crazy is like the motherfucking age gap that we have, that cleaning up. You heard R. Kelly cleaning up.
That's
You
what
knew
I'm
it was
saying.
time to clean up.
Yeah, like I mean,
Nigga.
R&B music, period. You feel me? In the morning, it was on.
Teddy, Anita Baker and shit, I know it's cleaning day.
It's cleaning
So I
day.
hear shit like that. The Luther or something come on. Damn, but you heard Kells. You
But it
knew
was
clean up
chaos, you know.
time.
It was. I mean, but
Damn.
it's just those simple. It's just those simple religions
I'm
that you know
still
we go through.
fucking to kills.
You feel me?
It's like, no.
I'm not fucking the Kells. It's to the point now where I'm like, damn, bro.
It's just too much shit.
It's too much for me
it's
now.
Too much.
It's like, fuck, you
crazy.
awesome. You make awesome music, my nigga, but I can't think of a time in like the past 5 years I was like, throw that R. Kelly on, nigga. Like, I haven't done that. So
But I'm just saying.
for me to say that, it ain't really that big of a deal. I wasn't hopping in the car. You
Are you a R. Kelly
turn
fan?
that Kells on, nigga.
I mean, I listen to it because my family listened to it. But at the same
What if it come on at a
every
barbecue or
time-
something? It
every
ain't
time I
like-
hear R. Kelly, now I ask questions. I just be sitting there feeling like, hey.
Damn, my nigga.
Think
Like
about it.
Super Bowl, my people was blasting
Damn, bro.
R.
20
Kelly.
tapes of you
Bro,
fucking
you know what's crazy,
little
bro?
girls, huh?
I heard that nigga shit on the radio probably a week ago.
And still
No
was
cap.
vibing to it.
92.3. Play at R. Kelly. And
Yeah,
I think
come on.
somebody low key snuck and did that shit. Cause they ain't been playing. I ain't heard R. Kelly on the radio in a minute.
What was the last good song he made?
Man,
Because it's this narrative.
I mean, but
It's a narrative that, like,
He did go out coming out the closet.
how long ago
that
was
was
that?
a minute
but
ago.
I'm just.
That's
but,
what I'm saying. It's this narrative that, like, he's just been making this awesome music the last fucking, like, 5-6 years. It's like, bro, kill it. He ain't. He made the song where he admitted to everything, and that shit was garbage.
I mean, but we not going off of those though. We going off of the ones that we.
No, niggas is like literally saying, hey, give R. Kelly a studio in jail. For what? He ain't made shit good.
Who said
Nah, I
that?
bet, bro, I'm telling you, bro. Oh, my God. Bro, my Facebook, if I could just, like, give y'all niggas, my Facebook be crazy as fuck, bro. It be depressed people. It be people bashing women, people bashing men. This chick going off on this
Yeah, I don't
chick.
need
I could
that
tell
nigga
who
shit.
fucking.
I don't need
It's
that in my life.
ridiculous.
I don't need to
Hey,
see that
it's like, yo.
Facebook.
Man,
It's like
that's
that shit is
toxic
nuts.
for sure, bro.
Oh my God,
It
this shit is
sounds
nuts.
entertaining, but I'm
Niggas
straight.
winning, niggas losing. It's like, yo, no, I be in this bitch like I'm just here to post about the podcast and say my 2 cents and I'm out.
But the
I'm on the
question-
gram with it.
But like the question is this though. It's like I understand, you know, in a simple aspect that what he did was wrong. But like it's been other race, you feel me? Other races that did the exact same shit, but we not seeing them getting blasted all over the news like that. Like shit, our president, shit, Donald Trump. You
He
feel
get
me?
blasted all the time.
But not to this extent though. Like they showing R. Kelly a
No,
lot
that
more
nigga is
than
literally on TV every day for
day.
some dumb shit.
Yeah.
I just don't watch it no more. But every day I can open up my news or what did Trump do today?
But X saying he's
It's like
not
Trump
getting
news.
the same heat.
he's not
R.
getting
Kelly
that
did.
same heat as we giving R. Kelly
he's-
though.
it's
bro.
I can't-
They
I
do that
can't
with all
say
our
that.
people, though. I mean,
He's
like,
the president though.
I
so,
can't
like,
say that,
in
bro.
all
And that's the
reality,
ultimate
black.
person.
I can't
that's
say that.
supposed to
I
be on
literally
TV.
opened the news today and was like, these white supremacists agree with Trump. Interesting. Like that was the first. That was on CNN.
And then what comes on right after that? R. Kelly.
On CNN?
No, I'm just saying.
Not
but
on
it's
my
R-
app.
But I'm just saying, it's R. Kelly right after that. So I mean, they're literally
Not
putting.
on my CNN
I'm just saying,
app.
but
I don't know.
they're literally giving R. Kelly the same type of treatment as the president. You feel me? That's how deep this shit is. You feel me? Like
It's well deserved.
He's an artist. You feel me? He's not the president. But at the same time, though, it's like what he did was wrong. But I'm just saying, it's other people that did a lot of the same shit that's not getting that same heat.
I'll say this. What white celebrities do you follow? Because I did a little poll, because somebody said something similar. So I did a little poll on Facebook. I went to the Me Too website. I saw like all the white people that they was going after, and it's a lot. We don't know these people, so we don't give them energy. We're black, so R. Kelly, that's gonna be in our news.
All right, so what about
But,
the white
like-
people that know about R. Kelly though? Like they're like he's starting to get this light to even.
Yeah, but
to
like if you look,
Anglo-Saxons.
but if you look like Kevin Spacey was getting smoked and dragged by white people. I seen memes and everything if you go look it up. But black Twitter ain't about to go on Kevin Spacey. But Kevin Spacey was getting the same type. It was some funny fucking memes about Kevin Spacey fucking that little boy. They was hilarious. But that's white people. I don't personally care about what Kevin Spacey is doing. It's fucked up. But I'm not gonna give it the same heat as R. Kelly. So white people still be giving they people smoke. Harvey Weinstein got some memes, nigga. You just gotta go look them up.
So what about that dude?
I ain't following a lot of like white folks, so I don't see all that shit. I gotta go search for it.
So what about that guy from that TV show that was openly giving people AIDS? You remember when they had that little?
No,
that was
who
like
the fuck
small
is
little
that?
snip. I want to say from,
Charlie Sheen?
Huh?
Charlie Sheen.
Charlie Sheen.
Charlie Sheen.
Charlie Sheen was all over the place
I'm
though,
just
bro.
saying,
But
like,
they gave that nigga a show though.
But
Like,
that's what I'm
after
saying. But
all
like,
this shit.
he got a slap on the wrist. He's still doing movies.
Yeah.
Openly giving.
You doing
openly,
movies?
Yes.
Charlie
No,
Sheen
I
was in a
was about-
movie.
They gave him a show after all that shit.
All of that.
And he was in a movie
He ain't
like
do
on
no
some,
time.
Just to exploit this nigga.
on some pop-up shit. But
But at
still,
Yeah,
That's
just to exploit
AIDS.
this
That's
nigga.
openly
That's
he
facts.
openly just
That's
willy-nilly,
facts.
But is
just
that a
giving-
crime?
giving
We
all-
know
Yes.
that white people are never
Yes, that's
gonna
a
get.
crime.
It's a crime.
yes.
We know that white people are never gonna get the type of, they're not gonna get the type of hammer
Punishment.
that we get.
Period.
But let's
Ever.
think of how long R. Kelly has been getting away with this. He had a nice run. It's time. Dog had a nice
Time for him
run.
to sit down.
He had a nice run.
Okay.
You know
He
what?
had a nice run, bro.
I honestly think a lot of his music derives.
I ain't gonna
from
call
some
the
of stuff he
run
was
nice,
doing.
but he had a run, bro.
Stupid. What you say?
I think a lot of his music derived from some of the stuff that he was doing.
Me too. I
Like,
agree with that.
You had a
His music-
bed
I
in your
definitely
His music
in
was
your studio.
demandingly aggressive.
Seems
if you
like
really
you
listen to his music, he giving orders the entire time.
Okay. So this was my
Jeez. Where's the
take on
hand?
everything.
He was healing through his music.
Let me ask you,
Like,
what,
you
what
want-
high school you went to?
Want some?
Cass.
Yeah, no. Anybody?
Cass
Yes,
Tech.
nay,
Oh,
nay.
Lord.
Yeah. Cass Tech #1, nigga, second to none.
This
We in
my
this
question.
bitch.
Were there students did the students have like older guys coming to pick them up or older boyfriends when bottles getting poured?
I don't have a.
Keep it low.
I don't have a
if
cup.
possible.
Keep it low.
Oh, we ain't got no cups.
I don't have a cup.
It don't even supposed to be
You gonna have
liquor
to.
here.
Yeah. Yeah, you
Well,
gonna
go
have
ahead though. We listening to you.
Did you
Your spiel.
guys ever see your classmates getting picked up by older gentlemen?
Yes, I hated that
Of
shit.
course, that was the thing in the culture, though.
Okay, so when you talking about
Yeah.
the demanding shit, and I'm not, again, I have to say this all the time, I'm not saying I'm with R. Kelly fucking little girls.
And that ain't just our friends. That's if you look back on our parents' generation and all
The
them, like,
culture
girls always
of
go after
older
men.
men, younger women. Again, I know a lot of girls. You work in the school system, correct?
Definitely working in
And
school.
these fast ass little girls are always going towards the older classmates, and even older men.
Why though?
Hey,
Why?
You know how many classmates I had? Little girls talking about my daddy fine and all this shit. You know what I'm saying? And
Bro.
I feel like it's a culture thing, and R. Kelly's getting caught up because of a culture.
But it also go back
Relationship
to
But they was sick,
accountability,
too.
though. Accountability
It's a
is so
comfort
real.
thing.
Yeah.
And we don't even talk about the generational cycle that exists with him. Like, when you looked at the documentary, like, it was deeper than R. Kelly. When you look at his brother was in jail. His other brother also admitted to being molested. You know what I'm saying? So you got to look at the whole dynamic. It's not really just about him. It's about what they're dealing with throughout their family. It's trauma.
Yeah,
it's just a different kind of trauma.
you
We
could
don't deal
become
with
you
that.
could become what happened to you.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Definitely.
I could be like a terrible dad if I wanted to. Like, shit, my pops ain't take care of me. I could be a horrible dad too. But
It take a strong person to break.
but it's like, nah, I
You didn't let
actually
it
want to
affect
be
you.
the
Yeah.
complete opposite of that.
You didn't
but
let it affect you.
yeah, but people who are molested, they have that trauma and they end up being,
old
shit,
girl
it's
from
just a
Detroit.
bunch of
What's
shit that they end up
y'all
in.
hip to the? I actually just on some random shit YouTube, and a lady from Detroit killed
that's
her
your
two
shit
kids.
right there, boy.
I
You
love
be
you
down
too.
that, yeah, you be down that rabbit hole on that bitch for sure. That's a fact.
She killed her 2 kids, but her 2 kids raped her youngest son. And she killed her 2 kids because she said she had a flashback of her being raped, and she said at that point those wasn't her kids.
She probably
That was the most craziest fucking story I ever heard in my life. Like,
She had
and
an
she,
outside body experience.
And the
And they
mind,
said
the mind
that-
works like that.
but the thing that fucked me up was they said these white folks said that she was lying. I said, there's
And
no
the mind
way.
works like that,
There's
bro.
no way in hell a woman to sit and lie. She admitted to killing her kids. You know what I'm saying? And she said that was the reason why. Going back to something that happened to her in the past.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't deal with trauma good in our
I'll be back.
community. Cancel culture is lame to me. In certain,
Cancel culture
in
is whack
certain
as fuck.
instances, because you don't really deal with the person. We just like drag them without really. Everybody human, you know. But R.
Cancel
Kelly did
culture
fuck up.
trash. Yeah, he was on
He
some
getting into
bullshit,
sex
but
trafficking, he doing more than what we think.
like y'all trying to cancel Chris Brown for this last bar, and it's like out of all the shit Chris Brown did, this is the shit that y'all niggas want to try to cancel this
Right.
nigga for. Like out of just everything, this is.
Hey, what was the bar? Can you can you pull it up?
He said he only fucked black bitches with the nice hair. That's what he said.
So my question is this:
but everybody like that's like damn near a bar in every song.
So he don't like wigs.
But
like-
no, like my
So-
question is, what is the technical sense of nice hair? You feel me? Like what?
Bro, I think
like,
it was
what
just a
he
bar.
trying-
So he don't
Like I
like
think it was
wigs.
just a bar. Like if you
Weed,
make music, you
sew-ins.
sometimes will just throw some shit in there because it rhymes with the shit you just said. So it's like, let me just throw this. It's like a filler. It's a filler bar.
Right.
But
Are we on
like-
camera? Hey, she didn't want to look at us when we came in. She want to look at us now. What's good?
But no, but like people was dragging them. I'm like, hold on, wait. If we going through this whole natural movement that's been basically going crazy, I mean, which I love. I
Yeah.
love the natural movement.
On some
so
people.
like, just because he said nice hair, what the hell does nice hair mean to some people? I
He
mean,
never specified.
Exactly. So
He
like
never
they
specified.
automatically
He left the
just
door open.
jumping on. Like this is a very sensitive. Like I have never seen so much people
Oh,
get
bro.
offended over so much little things. I mean, it's like they trying to find. I'm like,
Bro.
he never specified. He never said nappy hair. He never said girls with bad kitchen. You feel me? Like he just said nice hair.
I already know, like, when this shit actually get popping, I'm probably have to go on an apology tour for shit I done said. But right now, since it's like, ain't nobody listening, fuck it. I'll deal with it later. But, yeah, you can't say shit.
2019.
You can't say shit.
That shit is
It's like,
crazy,
damn.
bro. That shit is like it's really starting to get
Yeah,
ridiculous.
it's
Somebody
freedom
was
of
just
speech.
talking, they was like,
Strict going
yo, we need to bring, like, you can't really shame anybody. But, sometimes it's like, hey, you kind of got to shame a person. Like, hey, bro, you doing some pretty wild shit. Let me ask you this, since we got a female here. So, all right, it was a video. It was a chick in a grocery store, stacked. All right, she stacked. She was also in the grocery store, pretty much like damn near naked. She was naked for the most part, bro. I think she was kind of just covering up like this area, and she had like on this thong. And, a couple people was upset. Their kids, they had a fucking Walmart. Their kids in here and shit. You gotta talk to your daughter or son about this ass, this stacked woman walking past. You know what I'm saying? It's like, damn. I couldn't walk around Walmart in no G-string with a beater on. You know what I'm saying? And niggas was like, no, let her do her and shit. And it's like, I'm like, man, I don't know, bro. Like, I don't know. Like, if I'm walking with my daughter and, like, this chick walked past stacked like this purposely. She
Yeah.
did it on purpose to, like, create,
Yeah,
what I'm saying, create that energy.
We doing
like,
anything for clout.
that type of shit makes people, you know what I'm saying, uncomfortable.
Did it to get a reaction.
Yeah, you don't have to be this naked at Walmart. I'm not saying you can't show skin, show shoulders. You know what I'm saying? Where your Daisy Dukes? You and this bitch showing complete ass and just like pierced nipples with just this little halter top on purposely.
Okay.
Did anybody have was anybody wrong to feel like a certain way about seeing that at Walmart?
Not at all.
But then, like, if you say, like, I said that under the comment, like, chicks was on my head. Like, nigga, you don't want women showing their skin, da-da-da. I'm like, dog, I like what I see. I'm not going to say I ain't want to see that shit at Walmart. Don't get me wrong. I love to see that at Walmart. Fuck it. But
it's just,
no,
It's a
nigga, it's a
time
certain
and place
place.
for
You ain't got to do that. Wear that to the club.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And then you also got to, take into the simple fact that you do have a kid though. Like maybe you wasn't ready to have that conversation with your little one right then and there.
I was like this before I had kids though.
But I'm talking about like in the aspect of like the other people that was around. You know, like you got your son. You feel me? Like when your son 4 years old walking around with you, you know he
like,
got
damn, now his little dick hard, right?
Yeah, he got toys and shit. You know he not thinking about that, and all of a sudden he see that and he look like, up at you and you looking like, damn, now I gotta have this conversation with him off rip. Like, okay, son. About staring, like, son, it ain't good to stare. You feel me?
Yeah, you gotta have this.
All of those conversations gotta come into effect, and then, like, you know, as you know,
you gotta have those convos.
Those
early
traumatizing
too, bro.
experiences. I mean, that could shape how the way a young person look at women. Yeah. Honestly, because he'd be like, well, shit. The next day I go to school, and if a girl got on a uniform, like, oh, you ain't shit like what I seen the other day, then all of a sudden that plays into a cycle. That plays into a psychological mind frame into that little girl. Because then after that little girl, since technology is everywhere, she gonna look up what he was talking about. And then now we got more.
Bro, and you just hit on something.
That's crazy.
I got two stories. You just hit on something. One, I don't know when Salt and Pepper Push It came out. You gotta have these convos early. I don't know when it came out. Probably was like 5 or 6.
Yeah.
I used to love watching this video. Didn't have a dad around. So, of course, went to my mom. I'm like, yo, I don't know what's going on. Every time I watch this video, my wee-wee stick up.
Hard as beaver teeth.
And I like watching this video. And my wee-wee sticks up every time I watch this Salt and Pepper Push It video.
Good.
Yeah, so she had to have that convo. That might be a convo that you got to have now in Walmart because this motherfucking jackass walking around ass naked for no reason. You know what I'm saying? You got to have that. 2, you had said, like, you know, how it's just creating, you know what I'm saying, creating more and more. That's a fact, like, with this technology. But look, my nephew is numb to a naked woman. It's nothing to him. Think when we was younger, like, how it was just dope to just get, like, a nipple shot of a chick.
Swear. BET uncut.
Be lucky to get that.
Or just, like, an ass cheek.
It wasn't so accessible.
He don't care about that shit. It's like, all right, nigga, it's a naked chick, big deal. Bro, I wonder, like, how is sex gonna be for this generation? It's not gonna be as exciting as it was for any of us sitting at this table. It's like
so exposed.
Big deal, naked chick. Done seen it.
And that's a scary.
Bro, a naked chick is nothing. He pop up Instagram and it's like an ass. He just scrolling, like whatever. Back when I was 14, ass, like, oh shit, everybody's gathering around on the playground, like, oh, this nigga got a porno.
You be lucky to see it.
Yeah, it's like big deal, bro. It's it's ass. I done seen it. Who cares?
What's gonna be the new?
But it's just a scary thing just to think about though, because I mean, just me honestly, I have a niece. You feel me? Like I have a 2-year-old niece, and right now I work in a school where I got 4th and 5th graders that know exactly what sex is. You feel me? And that's at 4th and 5th grade. So I can just imagine when she gets kindergarten and 1st grade, and one of them a little dude looking at her like, oh, you ain't doing what I'm seeing. And, you know, kids trying to mold out, try to find out, you know, what they are in life early, you feel me? And then she get exposed to something that she wasn't necessarily ready for. So, like, I mean, it just takes into a simple fact that, like, back to the Walmart thing, it's just like, I can see where the negative connotation comes in, because they like, dang, I wasn't ready for this. I wasn't prepared to be able to do this early.
Right.
And so, like, now it's like, I got to speed it up. I got to speed up something that I felt like he'll have time for, or she'll have time for. And then you got to also think, I'm talking about within your son, but what if you had your daughter and she see that and she see nobody is saying anything? You feel me? So that memory going to stick into her mind.
Only so far your parents could go. Like, they could teach you right, you still going to make stupid ass choices. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So you right. Like, I could say as much as I want to as my daughter. All I could do is hope that it sticks.
And that's just one aspect, though.
Yeah.
Of, like, the social media.
Yeah, because it's so,
realm.
oh my
like,
God.
You really got to, like, be in your child's life, I feel like, in this day and age, because I work in education, too, in an aspect. I mean,
go crazy.
But
I think we all do.
Instance,
Yeah.
You do too?
No.
You still got to be a mentor in these things.
Oh yeah. Well, I coach.
When you in the education realm, too, though.
I coach every now and then. You know?
I ain't even think I was going to like teaching, bro.
I love it.
Yeah, you gotta
I
teach
love
because
this
it's
shit.
an impact every day.
It's
like a rush you get.
Love it, bro.
I don't teach, though. I don't teach.
But you are teaching, though.
You still.
I'm talking about as a teacher. Like, I think that would be cool for, like, small periods of time.
Yeah.
Every now and
Turn
then.
it on.
I
turn
thought
it
so.
off.
I love it.
Subbing. I
man.
really thought
Be a
about
substitute
subbing.
teacher.
Yeah.
Work
I
2
love
days
it.
a week.
I
But
love it.
But
So
you
damn, me
gotta
and that
teach
bitch
these
every
kids
day.
everything because they so exposed to life differently than we were.
Yeah.
And so it's like,
Everything's
in a lot of
accessible.
instances, because your family not directly in your life because they trying to take care of the home or whatever, you know, you letting the world teach them through TV, social media, internet, like, and they friends.
Everything's so accessible. It's easy to access everything through the internet. So I mean, with everything, like you said back in the day, we didn't have all these things
I'm glad we
to
did.
where it was so right, and that's what it kind
God,
of
I'm
molded
glad
us.
we did not have all this shit.
It kind of gave us that,
Camera
like,
everywhere.
man, I can't wait. You know, I can't wait to see this, or I can't wait to do that. But with everything being so accessible now, it's just like, all right, what's next?
Bro,
What's
it's
the next
ridiculous. Yo, like you said, we got to teach them everything. We got to teach black kids even more.
Yeah.
Just even more things. So, I was at the Clinton Township fireworks. Sitting here. I got a mirror with me. I see some sort of situation about to insinuate.
right.
They like right here where you at to me. I'm like, hey, big dog, whatever y'all about to do, got my son right here. Take that way. So they like, all right, you know what I'm saying? Cool. So they move off. Somebody start fighting. All I see is like, man, cameras, the flashlights everywhere, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, let me go over here, make sure my nephew ain't, you know what I'm saying, involved in no kind of way, because I let that nigga go about his business. So I walk through, it's these two white girls going crazy. I'm like, well, none of my business. I turn around, walk away. The cops come over, and I'm like, oh yeah, these niggas
Going to jail.
going to jail. Bro, they grab them. They said, you go that way, you go this way. Clinton Township police, nigga, this the burbs. That was it. Everybody laughing and shit. So the same black dudes who was near me, I'm like, look, let me kick some game to y'all. What just happened right here? Right? So he like, shit, that bitch was beating her ass. We got it all on camera. Facts. Fun. What just happened?
You're missing the point.
Like, what you talking about? I'm like, bro, that was white privilege right in front of you. I said, if y'all two niggas was fighting, some tear gas would have got dropped through this bitch.
Tasers.
Niggas would have been getting pushed, tased, arrested. I said, y'all wouldn't have made it out of here. Y'all would have been going to jail for the night and getting a call home to y'all parents. Them white girls just got split up the other way to possibly meet up to fight again.
No, I ain't gonna lie.
That was it.
Yeah, you actually kept it real PG with them.
I'm like, that was it. I'm like, that was white privilege, bro. I said, right there. Just know you a nigga out here. Just understand that. Because even when they came over here, they was trying to make sure y'all niggas was straight instead of them. Like, y'all move along. They yelling at y'all more than the white girls fighting.
Exactly.
They like, damn, y'all, we ain't even Pete. Exactly. Because y'all niggas out here going to these white schools and shit y'all don't understand. Like, nigga,
It ain't the
if
same.
y'all niggas would have been fighting, bro, it would have got bad in this bitch. That's why I went over there like, let me make sure my nephew ain't here, because, nigga, we out.
And that's
That shit was crazy as fuck to me. I'm like, damn, I know they about to, like, get at least a little arrest, like, stand to the side till your parents get here type of shit. Like, damn, I remember fighting at Fairlane and having to spend a night in jail. Nigga, I'm like 15, 16. I got to spend a night in this bitch, nigga, with adults.
and that was a while ago.
That was a long time ago,
And
and
that
then they just get, you go here. They beating the shit out of each other.
Going crazy.
Oh, man.
But that's just the.
It's
I mean,
a sick fucking world, dog.
Definitely white privilege.
Ah, bro.
and that just goes to show you though, like I said, you kept it PG with them, especially in today's, bro. They would have looked at them fighting. They would have been like, up, y'all, resisting arrest. And all of a sudden,
Bro, the
They would've
tear
got-
gas ain't even dropped.
they would have.
There's like 50 people watching that fight.
That would have been next recent news. Cop is a hero today for shooting a black teen. You feel me? Like that. Like I don't even look at it in the simple fact that we getting arrested anymore. Like they wait for us to jump stupid.
Oh, bro,
just
they
so
wait.
just so they can be able to let
And
off
these
a
niggas
couple
don't know
rounds.
how to fight and get the fuck on. You know, we used to fight. We out.
No,
we ain't
no.
even wait. We ain't even spending no time. Win or lose. Once a couple niggas fall, we're getting the fuck out of here. Cause like my nephew was fighting at a football game and shit. Pull him out. We gotta go now. Second quarter. Too bad, nigga. We out until niggas get over here asking questions, pointing people out. We gone. You fought. We gone. We gotta go now. We gotta leave. Cops can't come over here saying who did what, who did this. We gotta get out of here.
So as
or at least go walk around.
So
but we can't stay in this area like where it was just commotion.
So as a black parent, how does that make you feel though? Like thinking that you got
that shit trash, bro. That we even gotta go through that.
Cause it's only cause
kids gonna fight. That's a thing that's gonna happen. And if they're gonna fight and then that's it at the end of it and that's it, I don't think it should be all this, arrest and shit like that. But we have to leave. Yeah. We gotta relocate. We gotta get out of here. You was fighting, we gotta leave, bro. That shit can't go down, bro.
Can't go down at all.
You gotta do that. We got into some shit at the Millennium Tour. I had to get the fuck up out of there.
Man, I remember my first fight happened.
Man, these white girls was bugging behind me, man. Like the whole little. Was you there? I'm like, it was. They turned the lights on in that bitch. It got the popping over there, bro. I had to go walk around for a minute, make sure wasn't nobody coming over there asking too many questions. These white girls real belligerent. They was real drunk and belligerent, bro.
He had to get the
I tried to tell them to chill, bro. They got it got the popping in there. My nigga got socked by one of them. My first fight?
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you remember?
Yeah.
Explain to what happened.
Kindergarten.
It was kindergarten?
Kindergarten.
Shit got real.
This girl named Tiffany, bro. Used to say she was as pretty as a flower, nigga. Give her my animal crackers and shit. Another nigga gave her some animal crackers one day, and this is the Ice Boys. And my mama wasn't buying me the ice ones. And she was on this nigga dick.
That shit was
had to just go over there and just smack the shit out of little dog for that. I remember that shit vividly. That was my first. We just got the little fisticuffs. My first real one. I was 8. I was at a little family reunion, and it was like a cousin that I ain't know.
Yeah.
He kept like fucking with me and shit. So of course I was always small. So niggas was just fucking with me off the strength. So kept bothering me and shit. We was the same age. I told my sister was always a fighter. I told her, I'm like, hey, he keep bothering me. She like, all right, well, hey, beat his ass. Cause I'm 8, so she like 13. She 13.
Mm-hmm.
So she like, beat his ass. So I pushed this nigga into like this glass table. I pushed this nigga to this glass table, get on top of this nigga and just start wailing nonstop, going crazy. His mom come and pull me off and shit. Start talking crazy to my mama. My mama like, nah, your son been picking on him this entire time I've been watching, and I ain't stepped in to say nothing. He's picking on him the entire time. I'm not doing nothing to him.
Mm-hmm.
That was it. When she had said that, I thought I could just keep fighting and not get in trouble. So I just kept getting into fights and shit like that, like later on. And then she like, nah, that wasn't what I was trying to create.
Give you the okay.
But that was it. She give me the okay. But that was like, bro, I grew up a block away from Finney, bro. So it was like, if I got home from school and there was some straggling Finney niggas just walking down the street and I was just on the porch, they might have just wanted to fight today.
Yeah.
That was that. They might have just wanted to fight today.
Just cuz.
Just walking down the street, just say little shit, just say little bullshit. Like, nigga, just get to talking shit. So, I used to have to fight all the time over there, bro. Like, just all the time. There was always a fight over there on the east side, bro. That shit was trash. I don't know why niggas want to be from the hood. That shit, fuck that. If I could go back, give me a silver spoon, nigga. Fuck this shit. Like, bro, that.
Now, on an honest note, bro.
Oh my God.
Besides getting to scruffles with y'all, I personally only been in one fight my entire life.
Blame us. Blame the IOTAs.
I've been in one fight. I've been in one fight. Just saying.
What the fuck, bro?
Besides y'all, now I'm not trying to say we reckless, but you know.
No,
outlaws,
bro.
You know?
I'ma say this. I'ma say this, bro. I'ma say this, all right? When I got to Michigan State, I didn't know shit about Greek shit.
Right.
Nothing. All right? I knew like a couple of my family members like Q's, Kappas. I didn't know what that shit was, meant. I never tried to dive deep into it. Didn't care.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't know nothing about that. I think my aunt had took me to one step show when I was in high school, and I'm just like, this is cool, but I didn't really look further into it.
Right.
I got up to Michigan State. I'm fresh from a East Side party, nigga. Get up to Michigan State the next day. You know what I'm saying? I'm treating that bitch like it's the hood, nigga. I'm riding my nigga around on the bike, on the motherfucking on the handlebars. You know what I'm saying? We around that bitch just, you know what I'm saying, going crazy. I go to a party. This nigga strolling. I don't know what that is.
At the time.
Walk through. I said, excuse me. I walked through. Nigga pushed me back. Instead of explaining what this shit is, like, hey, bro, we strolling. You knew I'm clearly a freshman. I look young now, nigga, so you know, like, you already know, like, I'm a freshman and shit. Instead of explaining what it is, you know, he told me to, like, hey, don't do that shit again. Like, who the fuck is you talking to? You know what I'm saying? Like, don't do that shit again, nigga. The nigga said it's an alpha train going on. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck that is. He's like, oh, you don't know what the fuck that is? My man's come behind me, because this nigga right here in my face, my man's come behind me, swing on this nigga. We get into a fight with the alphas. This is before I'm Greek. So now, boom, got beef with these niggas. Me and all the niggas, cause like a lot of my niggas from Cass came up there. So we getting into all these fights with these niggas. We got into a fight with the Kappas at their house, cause we wouldn't get off their grass or some shit like that. Like, I don't know. I'm like, fuck this Greek shit. Like, I'm straight. These niggas always want to scrap. That's the shit I'm on. Fuck it. Nigga come talking this iota shit. I have absolutely no idea what that shit is. Like a what? You know, I've never even heard of y'all. Like, who are y'all? I ain't never heard of that shit.
Barrel,
yeah, I never heard of that shit. Never heard of that. I go to the informational. I'm still like, nope, I'm straight. I'm straight. Then I saw these niggas came from Eastern. All the old school iotas from Eastern. They big as fuck. They like what you would think the Qs to be. They're huge. I'm like, I'm definitely not pledging that shit. Them niggas big as fuck. Like, is you crazy? Like, these niggas huge, Brew and Wall and all that. I'm like, hell no, these niggas, what? No, I ain't doing that. Never. Hey, did it, and when I crossed, my dean told me, because he had like a little beef situation with the alphas. He like, hey man, when you cross, like, niggas not gonna treat you the same. I'm like, you're crazy. Yes, they are. Shut up. This was a mentor, like, that I had during the summer program. He was an alpha. It's a mentor. Dominic. I still ain't let this go. This is my man. This is a mentor, nigga. My Kappa mentor and shit. He straight. He like, that's dope. You Greek. Hey, wow. I go up to this nigga Dominic at the bus stop. Put my hand out like, hey, nigga, I'm part of the ecosystem now, nigga. Put my hand out. He kept looking forward. I'm like, that's what we on?
Right.
He like, yeah, that's what we on. Bet. That shit hurt. That shit hurt my heart. Hey, it was fuck him and all of y'all. That's how it was. Fuck you and everybody with you. And you know what? Just because of that, fuck the rest of these niggas too. So that's how it just was. So I just didn't have no time for bullshit. I know I got us in the majority of the scuffles at Michigan State. I know that for a fact. I just didn't want to go for no shit. Then niggas was hoeing us, you know what I'm saying? Niggas was saying we was paper, all this. It was a lot to handle. I'm like, the only way I know to handle this is to punch these niggas in the face, or they not gonna shut up. Yeah, I'm like, bro, we gotta fight these niggas, bro. We got to fight these niggas, bro, or they not gonna shut the fuck up. Me and Calvin went to Alpha Party. Ain't nobody else want to go because we ain't fuck with them. I'm like, I'm going to still go fuck they shit up. Yeah. It's not to support them. I'm paying $5. I'm about to go crazy in they shit. We strolling. And them niggas told us to stop. Yeah, right. You telling me and Calvin to stop strolling? Yeah, right, nigga. You can't tell us that now. We keep strolling around. It's like 3 alphas come up to us like, yo, y'all niggas gotta chill, strolling and shit. I'm like, yo, y'all niggas better get the fuck out my face. Calvin trying to like, man, chill, nigga. We just, hey, nigga, we Neos, nigga. We trying to, you know what I'm saying, do this. He trying to reason with him. I'm like, man, fuck these niggas. Fuck reason. It's good cop, bad cop. One of the niggas come up like, bro, y'all gotta start strolling. Y'all gotta get the fuck out. Like, smack the shit out this nigga. Smack this nigga. These niggas come over. It's like an alpha party. So Calvin like, bro, you about to get us jumped in this bitch. I'm like, I don't give a fuck.
crazy.
I don't give a fuck. Hey, if they jump us, we pulling up to this bitch. It's like 12 of us on the yard right now, nigga. He like, nigga, it's like 25 of these niggas on the yard, nigga. This a L. I don't care. Fuck it. It didn't turn into anything but more beef. But it's like we bred y'all like that because everywhere was like that with us.
Yeah, facts.
When IOTAs came on the market, everybody was hoeing us or saying we was paper or fuck y'all the last niggas to talk shit. I don't know how y'all niggas didn't get into it with anybody at AGP. Cause I literally went to AGP and I fucking said what up to a Q who was like, oh yeah, Q. And he was like, nigga, fuck, I don't talk to no fucking IOTAs. I'm like, wow. Yo, what is this? This we on?
Greek culture is different now.
This is
Cause
what
it's
we
like,
on?
cause it's like, yo, hey, this disrespect is. Hold on, bro. I don't go off these letters, my nigga. That was rude. You know what I'm saying? That was rude. It just be shit like that. Like niggas used to talk so crazy to us, bro.
Heavy.
Like just I don't even know how niggas fix their mouth to say certain things to us, nigga. Like you IOTA. The nigga told me at Bowling Green, like you IOTA, nigga, you a bitch. Whoa. Scrap. You know what I'm saying? That I'm like, damn, this is what we on. So, you know, we used to have to we bred y'all to just not
Give a fuck.
I started like any line I was involved in, I started kind of breeding them on some shit like fuck everybody cause it's fuck you.
Facts.
Type of mentality. Yeah, I guess I understand it's a bit different now. Everybody real friendly now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the you know it's the new
Everybody
NBA.
trying to be
Everybody
trying to
real
be
chill
NBA.
now, but that's
Everybody
cool.
trying to be chill.
Hey, I'm not against that. I'm against when niggas talk crazy and then shy away. Like, no, niggas Greek unity, but they be talking crazy and
That's
it be
the
some
tip I was
truth
on.
behind the crazy that they be talking. But no, if niggas is like chanting and having a good time, you know, like fuck that. Like me and my nigga Mershon, we done had motherfucking battles at the McDonald's in East Lansing. Like it was just me, Calvin, and then like 4 Qs having a yard show. People enjoy that type of competition. That's fine. We could talk shit to each other, but then it be certain niggas. And when you go travel, we used to travel a lot. So when you used to go certain places, IOTA was like, yo, why is this nigga even? He has the audacity to speak to me, nigga. That type of shit.
And it's crazy like
It's
now.
nuts, bro.
I don't know. It's just crazy like now. I guess going through that. I mean, you know, it has to be pioneers. You feel me? And everything. You got to go through the bullshit whenever you start something new. Because now it's like we get viewed as, damn, oh, shit. Like, y'all niggas, like, y'all here. You feel me? Like, damn. Hey, y'all set some shit out. We ain't never seen no IOTAs or nothing like that. Like, it's crazy how the way the verbiage
AGP was terrible for IOTA until we came down there, showed out, whooped a little ass.
And it's crazy.
Now it's like, yo, these niggas is acceptable, but it sucked that we had to do that.
It does. It does. I mean, because y'all niggas had a lot of bumps and bruises. You
That
feel
we
me?
had to do that, bro. Yeah, I didn't lost fights, won fights. I ain't always want to fight. It's just like, damn, nigga, like I ain't gonna let you talk crazy to me though. You know what I'm saying? I got jumped by that. I got my ass whooped by them niggas. Statewide. It was a statewide ass beating. Them niggas called
Everybody.
every school. I'm like, Jesus Christ. It's a rap,
What I got
nigga.
myself into.
Oh yeah, what the fuck I done did? Yeah, that shit.
crazy.
Yeah,
But
it's
no,
crazy.
but just
I don't know if you had to deal with that. You was from a pretty prestigious chapter, man. Hey, them my niggas up there for sure. Like,
Where
hey,
you from?
MSU?
Oh.
EE. Hey, I love the way they treated me from online on out. I will always love them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Forever,
That's
bro.
crazy.
Like,
Set it up.
for real. Like them, hey, that was the shit. That was like, I was the only sorority that was really even fucking with us when we like first came out. So like they was good.
I feel like everybody got their own like sorority that really messed with them the time they came out because we ain't had no. All we had was Zetas. When I came out in spring 12, all we had was Zetas. So
y'all is at Wayne.
yeah,
So
all we
yeah,
had
that
was
huge.
Zetas everywhere.
I mean,
They was
that's-
just popping out of nowhere. I never really got close to the other sororities. I ain't had no stands and nothing like that. So it was like Zetas was home. Everywhere we went, they took care of us no matter what school it was. Cause they knew that we was the new thing popping and like we was coming strong. And like I said, everybody hated us. But Ada, we hated chapter. So everywhere I went, I already knew it was gonna be that. And I didn't mind at all.
We knew it was gonna be that though.
Well, I didn't know that.
Well,
I knew what it was.
It was only us in Eastern, like in Michigan. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, facts.
So
Yeah,
like,
was, yeah.
once we had crossed and it was Eastern, you know, Leon was pretty much like, hey, we need y'all to go and get lines everywhere. We need you to go everywhere. He literally used to pay for us to go travel everywhere and go visit places and go learn the org and like, here, go to Baltimore, go down to Tennessee, go here. He used to pay gas to go and do this shit to create all this. And we started popping. Anything new or any change, niggas don't really be, you know what I'm saying?
They don't be with it. They don't be with the new change or the new genre.
Leech or something on me.
It's buzz out here.
Yeah, that motherfucker was on me.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we had to, once we started popping up with niggas, like we popped up with Terrence and Terrell and shit, but then once we had got like Spooty and them at Wayne State, that changed the whole dynamic of Wayne State. Niggas didn't like that. Niggas didn't like that one bit.
At
so
the time,
like,
Sigmas was running Wayne.
Yeah. Oh, that's a fact.
Mm-hmm.
I used to love Wayne
And our beef
Sigmas,
with
bro.
GI, man,
I
is
would
legendary.
I would tell niggas anywhere, I'm like, bro, the Wayne State Sigmas, get off.
I mean,
They
still
used
to
to
this
get-
day.
they used
Still
to
to this day.
get off, bro.
Still to this day.
That's a fact. They used to get the fuck off. So it's like that niggas had to motherfucking deal with all that shit. So that was what it was. This mic up right here. So
I mean, it was just.
I would say, and then since he here, Oakland, like we got them and J-Mo there, them niggas changed the whole dynamic there. And every school we was coming at, niggas, we was changing the way shit worked or shit functioned. Niggas ain't like that.
That was probably one of the greatest gifts that y'all could have gave me. You feel me? When I touched down at Oakland, especially being international. You feel me? Like it was tough. It was tough. I mean, like especially when it coming into the fact that like
on his Stranger Things tip in this bitch. This nigga look like Hop.
Hey, chill out, man. Hop was that nigga. But no, what am I walking in? No, say no more. I'm gonna add it to the pot. What y'all talking about? Greek shit?
Yeah, we kind of bouncing around. So what? All right. I ain't about to speak on anything. EE had some situations I seen from the outside with other people, but just if you don't want to speak on that, what situations in Greek life did you kind of like endure that you didn't think was gonna happen, as far as like any type of complications or beef with other people or niggas just hating for no reason, shit like that, or relationships?
I don't really
Relationships.
feel like I
Oh,
know
let's
that
not
stuff,
get
though.
that bad.
Relationships.
Let's not get
I'ma
that
slide up.
bad.
Hey, I'ma slide up, but I've been waiting.
I'm out of here.
You gonna try to slide that in there?
Oh,
Want me to come back?
outta here.
Want me to come back?
Good, but I definitely want to hear about that aspect. You feel
I
me?
don't really
about
feel
that
down
ass?
like Greek drama though. I had already made a name for myself. I feel like I wasn't really on that. I sought Delta for other reasons. Like I wanted to be active on the, in the programming nationally and trying to do stuff at the state level and all of that. So I stayed away from. I mean, I don't even think I was really.
Bro. I saw that in. I saw that in you before. I saw that shit in you before. Yeah.
Because I ain't even traveling stuff for real like back then because I was doing other stuff. But
You was out though.
I just feel like that should be petty. And I think one of the things that I didn't think I would endure is the disconnect that I feel like. And I think it's across the board. You expect to go in and get like, these higher level mentorships. You know what I'm saying? From coming in from where I'm at. Because I ain't feel like I was like a typical Greek seeker or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So like a lot of times.
Nah, I was
just
surprised. When I saw you, I was surprised.
You was?
No, that's a fact.
Okay.
And when I saw you, I'm like, oh, I was proud.
What you think when you saw her?
But yeah, I'm like, okay,
I was very
shit. I was good.
Let everybody know, you know what I'm saying? This is rudeness on the ones and twos. My name is Q, Quad Squad all day, I-5-T, Spring 11. When did you cross?
I crossed Spring 14.
Okay, so you was still part of you was in the transition between the original, yeah, right. You was right in that little ship, so you good, yo.
Right in the middle.
And a lot of my
middle.
influence, I felt like was older. Like I'm kind of like you, Slaps. Like I ain't get no Greek life for real before coming to college. So college was like the exposure for me too.
I was ready.
And I really had a lot of older deltas in my life, so I was just all about the old school stuff. So to actually get a part of Greek life, I think it's so messy. I think our institutions are failing personally because not only was I involved in my organization, I was MPAC rep, you feel me, and stuff like that. Like this junk, like we just got too much clout literally to be not doing what we supposed to be doing.
Exactly.
I feel
But
like
I ain't even
all the
trying to be all
OGs
political.
I feel like we kind of dropped the ball, man. I feel
Yeah.
like the OGs before me really did a good job of at least trying to do shit the right way as far as like, you know, Slaps and everybody that came in around he did. So when we came in, our situation was a little bit different with OU because we was the first line Violas ever up there. So when we
young
came
niggas
in,
was out
we
as
was good.
fuck.
We was traveling. When I tell you, like, we was good anywhere and everywhere. Like, some of the best years of my life, and that's just being completely honest. Just cause like how much love and how much shit we was doing. Like at that point in time, it wasn't really no other. I think the only other active Greeks on campus was the SG Rose. So we was like the first frat that anybody on campus that seen from the MPAC. So when I tell you,
Y'all
we was
had a
running that
hype
bitch
ass
and we was
Q.
having fun, man. We
Y'all had a
did.
hype ass Q.
We did. He was
That was
rarely
my
around,
nigga.
but he was a
Little short ass,
nigga,
be going
he was
crazy.
cool. But yeah, I just think somewhere within about, I want to say around 2011 to maybe about, I'll throw our year in there, maybe it's about 2014, we kind of dropped the ball on like accountability and, well, I'm just speaking for my org and my chapter as far as like accountability and shit like that. And just from what I'm seeing with everybody else, because it is some neos out here doing their thing, you know what I'm saying, for their school and their community. But it's just so much of the opposite going on, you know what I'm saying? You rarely see, like you would just see somebody cross the line of 12. Oh, bet, hell yeah, they about to do that thing. You'll never see them again. Like, you never see them. After that probate, they go ghost. You probably maybe see one or two hanging around campus doing the thing, putting on for the org. And I understand people got lives, but it was just so much different. Like, if that shit would have happened back around the times when we came in, you would have seen everybody. Not all the time, but you would have seen them enough to
Come here.
wonder what's going on. But
Just saying how much I love you.
Letters back then.
yeah, we just.
doing
I was
the
just
right
saying how
thing,
much
let
I
us
love
snap
you.
the
I
letters.
swear to God.
You
I
done
swear
missed
to
all
God.
this crazy
I
talk.
swear to God. I said, yo, ain't nobody tell me shit about you.
But yeah, so yeah, I don't like to do a lot of shaming. I could have did better on my part, but
Before you got here, that's what I was kind of hitting on, because I'm like, I could say we dropped the ball a bit because we was breeding iotas who were like bred to just hate every other organization.
but I feel
and
like
that was because, like, bro, nigga, we used to get really, really disrespected. Like I said, at Bowling Green, a nigga was like, nigga, you iota, you a bitch. It's like, whoa, shit.
That's hold on to
You know what I'm saying? Like,
He ain't letting it go.
right. That shit
that's
happened
just a
like
crazy
decade
thing
ago.
to say.
That shit happened over a decade ago. My nigga like,
He ain't letting it go.
That
But
nigga
it's
said,
true.
Still, as a man,
That's a crazy thing to
But
say.
look what you paved the way for.
You
Right,
iota,
that's
you
what
a
I'm
saying.
bitch. I beat the
Sometimes you
brakes
just
off of that
gotta
nigga
go
at
through
Bowling Green.
but that shit that y'all instilled in us as far as that don't take no shit mentality, that shit was a good ass catalyst. That shit was a
Facts.
dope foundation. But I think now people trying to kind of ride that clout wave, but not. I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain. Like, they got it. What's up, my bad? It's just weird. Like, the new Neos, they don't have that shit that we had to go through. Like, we had to, like, do that shit. Like, y'all not about to talk shit about us.
Period.
These new niggas, they coming in to where we already established the groundwork. So niggas get respect, but now we're slowly kind of lose because, I don't know. It's hard to explain,
You just seeing
man.
a new generation, man. And think about, but just what you saying right
Years,
now about
bro.
how you viewing like the Neos or whatever now. Think
I
about
hate the
how
Neos.
our old heads view, you know what I'm saying, this new era. It's the same thing. It's
Facts.
just about trying to figure out, okay, how do we fill that gap?
Bridge
and we
the
shouldn't
gap,
be
yeah.
like them because they didn't bridge it. And that's how we've gotten to this point now where you got such a disconnect. And that's why I think institutions are failing.
Listen, and not to go too deep into the process to get in, but I just think a lot of certain things were not instilled
In the process.
in the process.
Yeah.
So my dean had us write papers on a lot of different things, kind of on the whys. Why is this happening? Why are you doing this? What connection does this have to your African roots? You just have to write papers. I have like 5-page papers that I used to have to write, and I feel like that kind of made me understand a bit more about Greek life, what I was doing, why I was doing it, why I was going through what I was going through. What does this signify? You know what I'm saying? What does every little element, because shit, we all know at this table that certain shit you go through in your process, that has a connection with your ancestral roots.
Yeah, no, you're right.
It's something as simple as locking up and like don't lose your brother. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. When we was slaves and shit, that's what it was.
Break the
Don't
line.
lose that person.
That's who you responsible.
You know what I'm
for.
saying? Yeah, that's who you're responsible for. That's what's going on. I feel like certain things we just don't, you know what I'm saying, just don't do. And for IOTA, it's been a lot of older, and I'm saying older than me, older people who have been pledging lines, but these older people don't have a connection with the younger people.
Exactly.
So if you take people like me, Q, Miles, y'all niggas is older now. Beat it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
7 years.
Yeah, facts. So
4.
they don't get those people who still have a connection with the younger people to pledge these lines. There's a disconnect there, and I think it's a disconnect in a lot of different organizations with like the older people and the younger people. We stay connected with them. Like, I'll still go hang with like the younger niggas. Like, I was about to go to Atlanta with y'all niggas. It was all younger niggas, and then it was gonna be
If
me
you
and
ever
you.
decide to go to AGP in the future, go, because I couldn't go with my son. So
I wanted to go.
You've never been before?
I've never
P.O.
No, I never
was
went to AGP.
I've never been
I
either.
don't be into stuff like that. I need
It's
to
a
be
good
more
time.
You gotta
man.
experience at least
I-
one.
I've
I know,
never
but
been
I
at
feel
least one.
old now. Like,
Nah, it be
Last
older.
picture, I
Look,
was 15.
older Greeks like
Them the ones that know how to party when they down there.
Yeah.
party anywhere. I was at Duos the other day for my auntie birthday party and shit, right? Q and that bitch, just Q and Cap and that bitch snapping. My auntie drunk as fuck. She like, stroll, nephew. I'm like, bro, ain't nobody about it. Cause I only like to stroll if like it's some niggas, it's some niggas doing something where I want to take the attention away from them, and it's like I'm good on them niggas. Nah, stroll.
She lit.
I bet. Them niggas didn't even know what IOTA was. But they was excited after nigga had a heart attack by himself. Niggas was like, 19 years old. I heard about that
I
shit.
feel like a lot of IOTA strolls when you do that bitch solo, that bitch don't hit as
It don't.
hard.
Depending on who you
It
are.
don't, because if you a Q
It's
or
me.
a Kappa or
Depending on who
you
you
know
It's me,
what
that
it
bitch
is,
hit.
you like,
Depending on
okay,
who you
do that
is.
shit. But when IOTA get out there and hit like heart attack or some shit, niggas be
It's
like,
me, that bitch hit.
like you can't centaur walk with one person.
Shit.
You can't
Ask
centaur walk with one person.
why he wanted to do this.
But yeah, it's
The
just
story is gonna come that
That shit just
I was
look-
there. This is before Wayne State had IOTAs. I was there. The Zetas called IOTA for whatever fucking reason.
for whatever fucking.
They started centaur walking. It's me. I'm alone. I'm dolo there. I get to setting that shit off in the row with these niggas. Spooty's like, who the fuck is that nigga? From then on, he researched IOTA. I'm just saying,
you be
bro.
the little
Hey,
stuff,
I'm
man.
dolo. I'm going crazy solo for sure.
No, I ain't gonna cap though. Like the reason why I honestly like end up knowing about IOTA is because of, hey, shout out to my dean and my AD. You know, I'm just saying. You feel me? But like, I remember I went to everybody. I went to everybody informational. I gave everybody an equal opportunity. I gave everybody equal chance. It just wasn't hidden for me.
And that's
And
one.
then
Go ahead, go ahead.
I remember going to a party at Oakland. You feel me? Everybody went in there, started doing their chant, started doing their calls. I'm like, all right, I didn't seen this before. All of a sudden, it was like, no, like it was almost biblical how the way this shit happened. Like the doors, no, honestly. But like no, but no, honestly, like the doors end up opening up, and I seen my Dean J-Mo and I seen my ADQ. Like I seen them, like them, like all her was the big ass out Olay. It's like everybody eyes just shifted towards them. I'm like, who the fuck is these niggas? These niggas got on regular clothes. That's how that no
Facts.
Perry's. Like these niggas don't need to wear Perry's.
Niggas didn't used to do the no Perry.
Listen to me. Listen to
Come
me.
on.
Facts.
Niggas
Listen
ain't
to
do
me.
the no Perry.
These niggas ain't have on no Perry.
Niggas be parried up.
Probably hit the cleanest heart attack I've ever seen. And I'm like, bro, who is these? Like, who are these niggas? Like, who is these niggas? All of a sudden, they get to going crazy. The crowd just shifted towards their way. They're like, them IOTAs. I'm like, okay. These got the snapping the whole party. Like, other freshmen, it's like they wanted to turn it up even more because they came. I was like, oh, so y'all branching off of them. So I'm like, okay, so I
God.
got to learn about who these
Wayne
is.
State, Mike, you know. Oh, man, come on.
We ain't had no information.
It was
These niggas
something
told me to stop by the crib, and it was,
Something
you know,
different, bro.
life just
And
went
I-
on after that.
And I be in an element when I'm strolling.
Oh yeah.
I don't see shit around me.
I just want to touch base
be
on.
going.
I don't
what
see
you
shit
just
around me. I
said,
punched
like,
Spooty one time
Niggas
strolling.
gotta
I didn't
stop
know who he
shaming.
was.
Niggas gotta stop shaming that whole like doing your research about what other orgs. Like,
Right.
It's a lot of that shit going on to where you was at this information.
I did that shit for sure.
I'm like, why
sure.
do we shame people for knowing or researching that they want to be, you know what I'm saying, spend a lifetime like if you interested and you don't know what you want to do, why not?
I went to.
Oh, you was at an informational or you was at an informational, now you AKA you wanted to. And did they pledge the shit? Now I understand if they pledged. I mean, you know, got online and dropped, that's a different story. But just being at an information,
Shout out to my droppers, man.
Shout out to the people that just
No,
it ain't. Fuck it ain't.
Only strong
Shout out to y'all. Y'all niggas ain't involved in none of this shit.
I ain't gonna lie.
Survival of the fittest.
I got the Kawhi Leonard aspect on me making decisions, man. I got to make sure I leveled out every option to make sure that what I'm doing is the right thing.
You a good bruh.
And that's honestly.
And I don't say that to a lot of people.
I appreciate it.
A lot of younger people.
I appreciate
so like
that.
you a good bruh. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what? Here's how I rate. Here's how I rate a good bruh.
So Greek conversation.
Right.
Hey, it's good though. We needed this.
That was our most watched episode though. The
We
Greek
needed
episode, that's our most watched one. Here's how I rate a good bruh, bro. What you do for the organization. So how you represent the organization. Community service. What shows you do. What events you show up to. How are you connected with other Greeks and other orgs too. I rate that shit like that. Another rate, hey, we know what the other rating is, and we know you there. We know you there with it. So that's how I rate other shit. And the special bonus, if I throw a punch, is you behind me throwing that same bitch.
That's one of like the top 3 ratings.
That's
of
top.
A good bro.
I can remember. I fucked with Q. He was a 4. That was off rip. Can't remember where we was at. Allen got into a fight. I see Q rush in that bitch and get the fucking I see Q rush in that bitch, get the fucking niggas up. He's always gonna be good with me because I know if we out somewhere, because we was outnumbered, but I know if we out somewhere and this shit happen, you're gonna also get involved because I mean shit get dangerous, nigga. Especially like Wayne State in the city with y'all strolling and shit with like the city niggas. It's dangerous doing that shit. Exactly. It is. A nigga might kill you. Facts. A nigga might.
Big facts.
A nigga might kill you. It might just happen. So
try to break your line. He don't know what the fuck going on. You push him.
He might blow you.
In the club.
Nah, he might blow you. That's bro. We done left. Come on, man. We done left Blue and Calvin Carr getting shot at.
Dog, Blue is.
That's just facts.
I don't even want to talk about Blue.
That's just facts. So like that type of shit happens. So, but it's other niggas who just like literally don't do anything, and it's sad. It's sad to see. I don't like seeing it. I don't really like seeing the way like Greek life is now. You know what I'm saying? Period. You know what I'm saying?
And that's in all aspects.
Cause I could say a lot of people who didn't, you know what I'm saying, go through a certain process are actually putting on way harder in our communities.
That's a big discrepancy, man.
In our communities than, you know what I'm saying, anybody else.
Because you got both sides. You got those people who go through that process and those people who don't on the other side that put in more work. So it's just like, why did you do this for this reason? You got the person who did the opposite doing more than you.
And y'all niggas be lying to us. Like, what you gonna bring to the table?
Oh, I'm gonna do this.
I'm gonna do this. Man, you ain't do shit.
Hey, when niggas ask me that shit, I swear to God, I was honest as fuck. Though. I really wanted to throw like events and stuff on campus because that shit was lame as fuck.
Yeah.
I told Paul that shit. He like, no, man, real. Be honest, you want to stroll, don't you? I'm like, yeah, but you know what I'm saying? I really want to do it. Yeah, I mean, obviously, nigga.
I can honestly say that I did everything that I said I wanted to do.
So them the truth.
Like niggas, he was like, no, nigga, be real. I'm like, I'm being dead ass. Like, nigga, I want to throw some dope ass.
Real
Damn,
talk.
nigga can't throw events in this bitch.
Hey, I said, hey, Will asked me that. I said, I want to set this bitch off. That was. I swear to God, that was my answer.
I have no doubt.
He said, "What you mean?" I said, "I want to set this bitch off." That's it.
Hey, mine was just honestly just supporting.
That's what I want to do. Whatever I said, whatever's involved with setting this bitch off, that's what I want to do.
To be a part of.
I told him straight up. I said, I'm an innovator.
All right, turn up, man. Can we switch gears for a minute? Because I want to talk about
what's up,
man. I want to talk.
We already talked about R. Kelly.
Y'all talked about what have y'all talked about? That's it. Just R. Kelly.
The city girls, city boys, whole thing, hot boys, hot girls.
Y'all did already talk about that.
You having a hot girl? You having a hot girl or something?
I mean, but shit, hey, dive back in then. Shit, if I
I'm
can
just
dive
saying,
back
man.
in.
I feel like no, I don't want to touch base on that. If y'all already touched on it, man.
Nigga, we here. This is a podcast. This is conversation.
You here? We here with it.
No, but no, I feel like it's y'all think How y'all think the music industry going with the female rappers out here? Is that politically correct saying female rappers? I feel like.
Let's talk about that. How y'all feel about JD comment?
Yeah.
You want to chime in? You can get on this mic. No. Did you see JD comment?
Something about the stripper music.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, that's how I felt.
Wait. So say exactly what he said,
disagree
because
with
I didn't really.
All right, verbatim. Now they asked this nigga too. He ain't just going to radio like, hey nigga, female music. They asked him what he feels about female music. He's like, well, you know, the Brat, back in my day, the Brat was selling records, blah, blah, blah. He said, right now, I feel like a lot of the music is just stripper music. Music that gets played in strip clubs. You talking about dancing. You talking about shaking your ass. You talking about your pussy.
Getting a
That's
bag,
where it's,
money and all
that's
that.
where it's at.
That's what get the spins on the radio.
People ran with that, and they just ran with that.
Again, cancel culture. I hate it.
So once again, did a poll.
That cancel culture is so fucking.
Did a poll. I said, all right.
Don't even get the whole perspective. We just take sound bites and run.
Ladies who upset. Now, mind you, hey, I'm banging Cardi. 100. I'm banging City Girls, my nigga. Hey, I love the turn up music.
I love it.
However, if we talking from the aspect that he's talking in, where he's saying we're not hearing the best female rapper, rap, keyword, we're not hearing the best female rapper.
I would agree with that.
We're not. They're getting overshadowed by the music that's mainstream, but male rappers are also getting overshadowed by what's mainstream.
Big facts. Yeah.
So,
Big facts.
but they asked him specifically about females. So, yes, we got City Girls, Cardi, Meg Thee Stallion. Them the three names I could pop off that's running female hip hop right now.
Yeah. No,
you got other
go
people.
ahead.
You got Rhapsody who can out-rap niggas, in my opinion.
Man, what? Rap?
All right.
What?
You got Rhapsody who, in 2018, to me personally, Dreezy too.
Dreezy nice too.
Had, bro, Rhapsody album was like a top 5 for me in 2018. Her album was fucking fire straight through. Great storytelling, great imagery, great lyrics, great rapping. I asked how many females knew who Rhapsody was, and they didn't.
I just think,
and it's like, that's what he's saying. He's like, yo, because Cardi was like, no, we got a bunch of female artists, but it's like, yo, Cardi, Rhapsody is nowhere near the magnitude of what you are, City Girls or Meg Thee Stallion, nigga. Like, they running shit.
It's just like how the male rap culture is.
It's the same way. Yeah, it's the same way.
Sex sells. Sex sells, money sells, drugs. Exactly. You know, you can't.
Niggas is ready for the turn
You
up.
can't fault a nigga for the truth, man. You just saying
Niggas ain't rapping no more.
The same thing, just like niggas rap about the same. What different shit is mainstream niggas rapping
Miles
about?
in there signing a deal with the devil with Danny ass. It beat it.
Signing a deal with the devil. Besides drugs, money, money, and women. Female artists, mainstream artists rapping about the same thing.
This a good plug.
Money,
This a good plug for
drugs.
Detroit Red about to drop that.
But even
thinking on Sunday.
But even for Cardi, bro, even though she don't write her own shit,
They ain't even hit.
I feel it.
Nobody
She
write their own
raps. She do rap. Like, it might be a bar about pussy or something in there, but Cardi got like some legit bars that I could, like, some quotables, nigga. So like, I can't like just say that, but yeah, City Girls and shit. Yeah,
Meg
I'm
Thee
just trying to see
Stallion
some ass
came out
shake
of
off City
nowhere for
Girls.
me. It took me a minute to kind of
I
really
don't
get into
like
Meg
it.
Thee Stallion.
I don't like it.
And I feel like she's a dope rapper. Don't get me wrong, because I actually listened to her album and it was pretty dope. But I feel like this whole, like, she really came out of nowhere. Like, it's not that I don't like her because of that, but I feel like a lot of people just go based off of like what's fresh, what's new, what's the wave. You know what I'm saying? Like, they was on our head before, and I'm not really the most current nigga in America. But I'm like, damn,
Tierra
what the fuck
Whack.
is everybody talking about? Like, who's this? And I listen to her, I'm like, okay, she nice, but is she really that nice for everybody to be going crazy? Like, oh, Meg said this, Meg said that, and now, even though I do think she's a decent rapper, I still think that she is overhyped, and it's not down talking and downplaying her. She's a dope artist, but you know, it's just like.
I would just say, honestly, she's intelligent. She's very intelligent. The only reason why I
That's
say
a
that,
fact.
the
I'm
only
not.
reason I say that
That's a fact.
is because
Love her as a person.
she's seen where she can make some money at. Like, she's a college student, you feel me? Like, she did her research. She was like, look, in order for me to be able to promote the music that I want, I would have to do this first to gain her crowd. And she
Do
did
we know that she's just doing that first? Do we know that
I
like
would
her
say-
next album gonna be like?
I mean, we
That
never
shit?
know, but I'm just saying, as a simple fact of how the way she portraying herself, as in like the stuff that she does outside of rapping, I just take it on the simple fact that she's seen an opportunity and she seized an opportunity on having, you know, some good lyrics, but making sure her music, like her teaming up with Juicy J, people that like been inside of the game for a long time. That's like she basically took the Kobe aspect. She seen like Juicy J. No, listen. This is where I'm going with this. Juicy J. Listen.
Kobe aspect, huh? Hold on.
Listen. Juicy J been inside of the game for almost, it's going on close to 3 decades. Very close to 3 decades.
Awesome artist.
So all I'm saying is this, is Juicy J has been promoting sex. He's been promoting drugs. He's been promoting all of these things.
But he got bars, though, too.
Listen to him. But he also has ratchet music. Very ratchet music,
Definitely
which I
ratchet
love.
music.
I love it.
Bars
I'm
in it.
You know,
He's
I'm
known more
rat
for his
sometimes,
ratchet
I ain't
music
gonna lie.
than his bars.
But that's what I'm saying. So look.
Niggas ain't checking Juicy J
So
lyrics.
listen.
Like,
His bars and his ratchet
So
music,
listen.
though.
So listen. So she took that blueprint and was like, you know what? In order for me to make a financial obligation, for her to increase financially, I have to do this. Because right now, this is the wave that's coming in. The ratchet music is the wave that's coming in. It really is. And the reason why I say it's the Kobe aspect is because who did Kobe emulate? He emulated Jordan.
Let's not get into
man,
that.
not about to get away from the ratchet shit though. It would be a good ploy.
love
that's
ratchet
smart.
music.
But yeah, I
It's
am
a
too.
great market.
But
It
just
is.
has some bars
But-
in there too, my nigga.
Just saying, I'm just doing the ratchet shit.
There's
for
a man
now.
named Pusha T.
And then
I
once
will
I'm in, I'ma
forever
switch it
love
up.
to hear
You're
that
not gonna
nigga
do
talk
that.
about drugs. He talks about drugs in such a way, it's like, why ain't everybody selling it? Like,
But Pusha
bro,
T music,
come
listen to me,
on.
listen to me.
Pusha T's music is
Listen to me,
great, and he
listen to
talk
me.
about drugs, nigga.
Listen to me.
His
The only
name
reason
is
why Pusha T has not
Right.
exceeded no, listen to me. The only reason why Pusha T has not exceeded above and beyond is because he never gave us that turn up aspect. You honestly
He
had
ain't
to-
tried.
That's what I'm saying.
Pusha
People-
T got some bangers now.
Listen,
Niggas forget grinding, huh?
No.
Niggas forget the clips was a thing.
but that's not
Top 10 Negro spiritual.
slob on my knob. Not
Still banging.
slob on my
that.
knob is not.
Still banging on that table.
Listen to me. Listen to me. So slob on my knob is not a hood banger.
No, it is.
If that bitch come on now, we going crazy.
We are.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. So, but that's the reason why Pusha T has not exceeded farther than what, because he has not. He's not gonna dumb down his music. Basically, that's what I'm saying.
He beef with the baby goat. Can't do that. Not why he can't beef with the baby goat.
But that's what I'm saying, man.
Can't do that, man. You thought you won.
You gotta dumb down
It's
the
just
music
all the
for this.
ways,
You
man.
lose.
If it's new and it's fresh and it got a
it's dumbed
dope
down.
beat, that shit gonna be fire. And it's smart. Shit, why not take advantage of that if you a
That's
new
why I
artist?
said
Take
Meg-
advantage. Shit,
And that's
ride
why
that
Megan
wave.
is where
Get
she
your
is
money.
right now. She took advantage of our opportunity.
Yeah.
But if we
Man,
take
tell
somebody like Cardi who knows how to do ratchet, but she has Bodak Yellow got bars all through it. Her intro,
Bodak Yellow was a beautiful album.
her intro, it's bars everywhere. It's still ratchet music, but still she gonna give you these. Still gonna give you these bars, bro. She still gonna give you that shit.
I feel it.
Like, you can do both. For me, like, I love when somebody write their music, but like now it seems like nobody does.
Nah.
So now it's just about like
Niggas don't
if you
write their
performing it properly. Cause like,
Another plug for Detroit Red dropping that critical thinking on
cause look, Cardi is like, when I found out Cardi didn't write her own music, I'm like, all
knew
right,
that.
shit, she performing that shit good
I
though.
knew that.
You know what I'm saying? But
Ain't
no,
nobody
I'ma
really doing
always
that.
say that the better artist is the person that writes their own music for
That's why
sure.
J. Cole to go.
That's
And that's why J. Cole ain't, we
Ain't
love
what?
J. Cole, but
Ain't
like,
what?
but listen to me. The only reason why I say,
and I ain't even like a huge fan, but ain't what? Like, that nigga, come on. This
in comparison, but I'm
in
just
comparison
saying
to who?
to Drake.
What?
I'm just saying Drake doesn't always write all his music. You feel me? But J. Cole writes all his
Let's
music.
kill that narrative right now.
What?
Let's kill that narrative
That
right
Drake
now.
doesn't write all his music. He doesn't write all his music.
Bro, when you're in the studio with people, let's say we all in the studio
Yeah,
together.
go ahead.
If you give me one bar, I gotta put you on the credits. So if I wrote a whole fucking song and you gave me one bar, you deserve that much motherfucking credit to say that you didn't write my own music because you gave me a bar? Or because you produced it?
So you saying that Drake does make his own music? He just gets
Drake, bro,
You really
we've
trying to
heard
figure
it.
out your point.
We've heard it from a bunch of people. Once that Quentin Miller shit popped, it was a bunch of people in interviews like, yo, been in the studio with this nigga. He wrote a bunch of shit. Like, a nigga niggas throw around bars in general. If you go and look back at, like, people that we love,
Yeah.
Hove, go look at the writing credits. But we not gonna throw Hove into the you ain't write your own music conversation.
Yeah.
But
Why-
it's like,
why we won't?
but it's like
No, I
5
believe
niggas.
that.
But we don't.
I would. Anybody, even if to your
Q
exact, to
wrote
your,
so many of these old niggas music.
to your point, even if a nigga does get a bar or two in the song, you can't really say that's because you took outside experts. So if it's another nigga on your credits, another nigga on your album, on your track, if it lists any other person than yourself, then you technically didn't make the whole project. And that's just 100%. If I give you an answer on the test,
No, if we
you got all them
if we
bitches right, but the one
technically
I
on
gave,
some
the one I gave you was right too. You didn't do all that bitch by yourself.
So
You
I got
ain't
an
get 100%.
85%, but your one gave me the 85, or I would have got an 80.
You would have got a B if it wasn't up. If it wasn't for my shit, you would have got a B. But because I gave you my shit, your shit was an A.
Nah,
you got 10
hey,
questions.
Drake,
Or
look,
what is it? 8 questions. Because one
Look,
wrong
bro.
is. I had to get
we
my
heard
math
2
together.
reference tracks from Quentin Miller. Two reference tracks. The words wasn't even the same. The cadence was, but the words weren't even directly the same. The hook was the same. Big deal. Niggas write hooks all the fucking time.
Niggas do that shit all the time, man.
Bro, you
I
not
never-
gonna sit up here and say we've seen, like, niggas gotta stop. We seen Drake. We seen him hold his own. We see this nigga continuously go crazy without help.
I'm just saying on the simple
We
fact
can't
that-
we can get into the technicalities.
Say that again.
No, I'm
But if
just
that's the
saying,
case,
no.
then technically everybody does not write their own music.
I mean, and there's nothing wrong with that though. There isn't.
But Cardi
anything
just
wrong
gets her
with that.
shit completely wrote by somebody else and it's like, here, spit it.
I mean,
That's
I never
completely
knew.
different.
I never knew.
It's like,
I
here,
never
nigga,
knew
this
that
you. Perform it. So no, I'm gonna say the better artist is always the person that, you know what I'm saying, write their own shit.
Hey, man.
Even though I enjoy her, but you know, yeah, that's she a fucking national treasure, nigga. Cardi a national
back to
treasure.
Juicy
Wrap
J.
her in plastic.
Speaking of people taking credit for other people's stuff, it's kind of a random segue, but we spoke about it on one of our old shows. What y'all think about reparations, man? How we should how they should
Yeah.
figure that out?
Like, can we get
I
50
mean,
to
of
do all
course.
our reparations?
Let me
Say
revise the question. Let me revise the question.
Got it?
So obviously we definitely need reparations, but in what form do you think reparations should come?
It's not a one size fit all. Cause
Okay.
what I might need and my homeboy on the block might need is
homeboy
two
on the
different
block.
things. Them 2 different needs, man.
So elaborate. So what is that? So do you think it should be some type of qualifications to where
I'm
you
in my
know,
bag
like
right now,
certain
bro. I ain't
amounts or
signing a
certain
deal with the
tiers,
devil.
or you think that every black person should receive equal or the same amount? I'm good. Equal or the same amount of reparations.
You
You think
need
every
what
single
you
black
need.
person should be qualified for the exact same amount?
You need what you need to get that equity.
Is that the
Whatever
question, or
takes
is
to
it
get
like
equity.
That's the question. What form of reparations would you like to see made out
Now
to
I
black
could give
people?
you multiple ones. We
talking
need
monetary?
a checklist, low key, and you can go on the checklist.
there we go?
Just
As I was gonna ask, does it
have
have to be? Does it have to be like, here, black people? Here's $25,000. Does it have to be
It
that?
can be that. It can
Yeah,
be
does it have
monetary.
to be that?
It can come in the form of like health care. It can come in the form of
Land.
like tax,
I was-
living
yeah.
tax free, credit repair. Like what you
Land,
think?
housing, free education. It could be so many things. Like that's what I'm saying. It's not one size fit all. It's really about
Personal.
people doing the right thing to make sure that everybody got equal opportunity, and that's what I got issue with.
I would
So,
just say land for sure.
So what would you
land
be?
really big.
What would you
Man.
be content with? Because I would be. Let me get
Personally,
y'all-
me,
What would you be content
I would
with?
like my student loans covered.
Okay.
I would like some land, and I would like an 800 plus credit score. If you could just give me that a little bit, and then maybe like a little cash, like a nice large refund. I'm gonna do the rest.
I completely agree. If I could live tax free, you fix my credit and you clear my debt. Shit, you can give me a little money on the side, but I think that right there is something that I can capitalize off of because
work
I'm
with.
financially literate. Now, somebody made a good point in the last episode that how you mentioned, you know, Ray or whoever you said from the block. If you dish out all these monetary reparations, Ray on the block gonna go right to the dealership, grab him
spend
the
it.
latest caddy, throw some rims on it,
Get some
wow, his
jewelry.
reparation check gone. You know what I'm saying?
Ray
So
might just need his debt clear and like some free training so he can get
Right,
that
but
job.
that's what we
and
was
then
saying.
don't even
Should-
act like that drug test matters.
should they take some type of, you know what I'm saying, financial literacy test or something like that to be qualified? It's a good topic, man. We was
what
talking
we
about
doing
it.
finance? I mean, what we doing literacy tests for? I'm already at a disadvantage.
Right.
That ain't reparations.
And I completely agree. If you black, you black. That's enough to.
Low
that's
key,
enough qualification.
everybody debt should be clear. All black folk debt should be clear.
I ain't gonna cap. I mean, that is a good way to do it, but honestly, I would just say land, and I would say if you honestly give us our own area, like the Black Wall Street, like how the way it was in Oklahoma before
they
that
burned
actually,
it.
before they actually burnt it down
2 times.
we're profitable
And then
wherever we go.
They put a freeway through Black Bottom, so
that's what I'm saying.
That
that's how we had
They don't want to see it
Because
succeed.
that's
as a
literally
whole.
a landscape for us to be able to be creative.
But that would be so dope. But I don't feel like it's that. I don't think it's really pragmatic. The only reason why I say that is because in today's age, I feel like, and not even just our culture, but I feel like people. What's the word I'm looking for? We haven't been raised. Our culture hasn't been raised for like generational wealth. Some black people do it, but I feel like that whole generational wealth, we haven't grasped the concept of that yet. So you can have all these, families and stuff starting businesses and things like that. That would be great. That would be ideal. But every black family and every black person don't think like that. You get somebody land or you get somebody, something around those lines. Either they don't know what to do with it.
And you still need that credit score to put something on it.
Right. If they don't know what to do with it, they're going to start something up and can't keep it up because they not, they don't know how to, network and be financially literate or, budget their money wisely. Then basically you just do all that for nothing because your shit getting closed down the following year that you just opened it up. So as ideal as that would be, I don't think that would be really, I feel like education. I feel like free education definitely should be one of them. I honestly think niggas should take a fucking financial literacy class, dog, because I feel like we've been fucked as far as money goes and as far as like the value of it. We thinking that $5,000 is a lot of money. Like, would you take $5,000? I mean, would you take $500,000 or a perfect credit score, $10,000 or a perfect credit score? And it's like people don't understand the value of that shit though, and it's not their fault. They just ignorant to it. You wasn't taught that shit in school.
Necessarily value. It's just we don't understand how money or the system works.
Right.
And it's not being taught.
And that's what I think we should.
It's not being taught either.
That's what I'm saying. It's not our fault. It's not our fault we don't know. This shit wasn't taught in schools and public schools and shit like that. We had to
branch out and research.
Yeah, we had to have that one family member or that mentor or that somebody around our lifestyles that taught us like, hey, my nigga, save that $100, put it up, invest it, throw it into a money
Savings
market
bond.
or, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, like,
but my question
that
is
don't
this.
fuck it off.
But this would be my question is, who is going to teach us that though?
That's a good
I
question.
mean, we have black millionaires, we have black
It's
billionaires.
gonna start with us. So
But I'm
before
just
we get
saying-
the reparations, we're gonna have a real kumbaya session.
But that's what I'm
And
saying.
I agree. No, for real. Like,
sit down and talk.
it needs to be somebody. And that's why I feel like we have, like, black leaders, but they not, like, at the scale to where they really, like, hold the weight that, it's kind of hard to explain. Because what's not David Banner. What's the other dude name that always be, like, on a Breakfast Club?
Umar?
Yeah, him.
Dr. Umar Johnson.
Yeah,
Dr.
my
Umar
nigga
Johnson.
smart as fuck, bro. Like, my nigga is,
And
like,
a lot of black
smart as fuck.
intellectuals don't mess with him.
Yeah, and it's crazy. And
Because he's
that's
stepping on toes.
That's what I'm saying. That's that black culture mindset, bro. When somebody got a different style of thinking, we get so defensive and I'm gonna do my own thing, or I ain't trying to hear what he's talking about. I'm trying to, I'm trying to get this money,
But what is
He
the one
trying
thing
to
that
help
he
you,
teaches,
nigga.
though?
He trying to teach you.
But the one thing that he does teach us is for us to have our own area. We need to have our own. We need to have our own space. Like, honestly, the reason why he steps on so many people's toes is because, like, they don't want to take in the simple fact that you're gonna have to put in work. You're gonna have to, learn these things. You're gonna have to. But, like, I would feel more comfortable if I was in my own area with Dr. Umar, me being inside of, like, the state of California. If it's just us in the state of California, I promise you, if you put literally not all black people, but enough black people in the state of California, with the right leaders, we can be able to transcend a lot of the negativity that's been happening. Because we have.
What would be dope, bro? If all the black people literally went back to Africa, bro. Now, mind you, a lot of Africans don't really fuck with black
Wakanda
Americans.
forever.
But it
letting you
would
know that right
be
now.
some
They don't.
shit.
That
Obviously,
wouldn't be a
it
great
wouldn't be
idea.
like shit flying everywhere, but that shit would be like, it's so much wealth in Africa, dog. And as far as like black Africans, they know about generational wealth. They know how important it is, or the value of $1, or the value of bringing up your kids to be you know what I'm saying, ready for the world. Now, obviously, that's different from like the American economy and American society. But I think if we all just went back and just like, you know what I'm saying, it'd just be a beautiful thing to see.
But it's still systematic over there too. Like colonization is real.
It is.
And when you go over there, they have the same history. Specifically, like the more developed areas, they have like a lot of the same history we got as far as like oppression and like really being. So even when you go there, they're still disadvantaged. So you talking about, and I'm just playing devil's advocate because I totally agree with you. Like I do think that we need to, as African Americans, Black people, you know, whatever people like to say, I prefer Black, but I feel like we have an obligation to the world as far as like the Black diaspora is concerned, because they do look at us as like the financial leaders, and like even though, for instance, I was in Cuba, I was arguing with them because they swore up and down like y'all more privileged, this and that. But essentially, how they live in their life, we equals. When you look at how I'm doing, like the people we was dealing with at least, like they going out hanging, they got connections, they networking, they in these diverse spaces. But when I come home, I'm kind of living the same life you living, but because the way we're portrayed in the media, right? They look at us like, oh, y'all got all the money, y'all doing all this, y'all rich. So yes, we have a obligation as far to connect, to build wealth for ourselves across the world. Like that's something that I totally agree, because we are in a better position. Now, are we rich like they think? Hell no. And that's what I'm trying, you know, that's what I was trying to push, but they don't see it like that. But if we connect and start really like getting out here and like being unified, you know, people talking, but they ain't really about it.
That's what I'm saying. That's all it really is, being on the
like,
same
shake
accord.
Up the planet.
Niggas not really ready to do that though.
Not ready to connect.
Niggas not ready to come together and do no shit like that. That's why all this cancel culture.
So that reparation wouldn't even matter.
Honestly,
a lot of people run with it.
Honestly, it depends on what it is. It depends on what it is.
I feel like a lot of people will get the restoration and do their own thing at the end of the day.
It's definitely gonna be a lot of that. It won't be
something that people will put together, you know, amongst us as a culture. I feel like they'll do their own solo thing.
And that's why I feel like reparations should come in the form of something that everyone can profit off of. Everyone can't necessarily profit off of a $10,000 lump sum, or because yes, that's cash now, but niggas just gonna fuck that shit off and be back broke within months, for real, or obviously it's gonna be more than that for $10,000, but just that like monetary shit, I do think it should be something monetary, but I also think it should be, there's no way in the hell we shouldn't have free healthcare after all that shit, man. Niggas been oppressed for over 400 years. That's the least y'all niggas can do, is give us free healthcare. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that is profitable for everybody in the culture.
To deal with all the disease they putting in our community.
Exactly. And all that, you know, debt repair and all that shit is the bare minimum, and that shit can literally, everyone can profit. And now how you go about that, how you know what I'm saying, handle your reparations is on you at the end of the day, because everybody is not going to be on the same page with that shit, and that's just being 100% realistic. But you can at least, you know, try to make it as best or as beneficial to the Black culture as possible, and that's what I hope that they do. I really don't want to see just strictly monetary shit, because that shit ain't gonna really do shit for us. Not for real.
A lot of people don't even think they gonna give reparations though.
They gave reparations out to everybody but Black people, and that's the crazy shit ever. Like even the Native Americans, and I feel like the Native Americans definitely had it worse than we did.
Yeah,
definitely.
They did exterminate.
Yeah, they literally exterminated them niggas.
I mean, us too. We got a lot of.
I don't know about that.
You don't think you think we had a net worse than the Native Americans?
I never said I don't think we had it worse, but I don't think that theirs was just like, it's like theirs not overshadowing us. I know that for a fact.
I'm not saying this is bigger than, you know, this. I'm just, well, I am kind of saying that.
You are.
But I feel like it is. They didn't come over and exterminate. Now obviously they killed a lot of motherfuckers, but they literally came over and said, "Hey nigga, this our shit." You know what I'm saying? Obviously they literally didn't say that, but eventually they start killing off motherfuckers. Like we need this land. These people are savages.
We killed ourselves.
We gonna kill them off.
We jumped.
We gonna kill these people off so we can have their land. And then once they took over that land, then they tried to give, okay, y'all can have this little reservation, or y'all can do this, you know, or y'all can go to college for free. You know, that's technically reparations. But for them to be exterminated as a culture, like when the last time you seen a Native American?
For real.
They around.
When the last time you seen 3 Native Americans in the same place?
Together.
I did, because I was heavily involved at MSU, so
well,
with
that's
the cultural community.
everybody at MSU, so that makes sense. But I've never seen more than one or two Native Americans at the same time, and that's why I feel like that shit is really fucked up, and I think that they had it worse than we did. Because although that we was in bondage for all them years, and we were also killed off. I'm not trying to downplay that shit at all, but like they didn't even have a chance at slavery. As fucked up as that sounds, not to say that we got it easy, but they were just literally killed off.
But the crazy part about it is, see, I'm a numbers type of person, right? So I understand what you're saying, and about the simple fact of like the whole Native American movement. I mean, so like as far as them being exterminated and things like that. But if you was to do a numbers aspect on the time that they did the slave trade, from the ones that actually got killed within being taken from Africa to the ones that did the voyage to the ones that actually made it into America until now, do you honestly think that that number of people is enough to populate this entire United States? Well, how many black people we have now?
No, of course.
Okay,
God, no.
so
Yeah.
with that, okay, so in a sense of that, I also did my research about Native Americans. Did you also know that it was Native Americans that looked like us, but they categorized them as blacks? So you might not have never seen them because you low key might be a Native American and you just
I
don't
am.
know.
I definitely got.
I'm just saying,
I did Ancestry.com. I'm for sure black.
but I'm
food,
just
black
saying.
food
Just
tribe.
said he ain't seen no Native
For sure.
Americans.
I'm talking about
Native American.
When I say
He Native
listen,
American.
when I say Native American, I mean like Native American.
I think
like
the
nigga,
image. I think he's
You
speaking
mean
on the
Native
image.
American?
Yeah, we not mixed with shit.
I think he's
like
speaking
nigga,
on
we
the-
been here. We always been
But
here.
no,
We
listen
all
to me though.
mixing something
But I'm
up.
just saying,
No.
listen to me though. But like, just because the black pigmentation is like that small little 0.00000 difference within our DNA strands will give us the dark skin. You feel me? So like, we necessarily don't know if a lot of the Native Americans that has been called black are really black.
Yeah, I'm not debating that at all. I'm not trying to, like I said, I'm not trying to take away from the fact that like it sounds like I'm trying to put us against them, but I'm really not. I'm just
don't
saying
use,
that
like, the better or worse
there you go.
situation,
I'm just
'cause
saying
it
that
complicates it.
as far as the it was just different types of oppression. I feel like in my eyes, it
I
was just
feel like
different types
black.
of oppression.
I feel like copper skin Native Americans.
Copper
they
skin.
definitely got, I would say, the worst of two aspects, because yes, their culture, not only their Native American culture was killed off, but then they got put into the category with slaves. So like they had it in both aspects. So it's just a thin line between trying to figure out, you know, who really came from where and who really was already here,
Yeah.
to the ones that got put into the same bondage.
White
and the
people
same
start
slavery.
fucking everybody, so you know
They
what I'm
had a
saying. At
smaller
that point,
population than us too.
everything got mixed up.
Native Americans.
Yeah.
They had a smaller population.
Oh, they
I mean,
definitely
yeah, because
did.
Africa
So it was
is bigger than
a-
America.
I would say it was a lot easier to wipe them out than us.
Facts. But that's the numbers. I'm not, like I said, I'm not debating the numbers aspect.
Especially
Obviously,
with
it's
the
more than us.
technology that they had. You know, they
I'm just talking about the differences of
bows and
oppression. That's
shields.
all.
That's what they pretty much
And
they had.
and like the reason
Did you
why
say bows and shields?
it's accountability too. Like
Yeah.
every other group, like for instance, I have this conversation with my grandma a lot about like Jews and the Holocaust. They will never let you forget that.
Never.
We just let slavery just be what it is. We passed that. We passed it just like they is. So of course they're not going to, you know what I'm saying, like kind of acknowledge the fact that we were oppressed and continue to be oppressed, because slavery is still in effect. It's just called something
It's
else
called
now.
something different.
And so when we start
Big
talking
facts.
about this conversation, like for me, these other groups had the ability to hold the people who did them wrong accountable, and they got something from it. You said one thing about just the reservations. Where casinos located?
Big
They not
Rapids.
just getting that land. You feel me? Like they really giving them. Like every group really has gotten reparations. I think understanding like why is very important.
And then I would say also in the simple fact of what you're talking about, like within our culture, we celebrate everything but what we need to celebrate.
We celebrate Juneteenth now, though. It's
I
a
mean,
thing. It's a
now,
It's
wave.
becoming
you know,
a thing.
It's a wave.
It's
now.
like
It's becoming a thing.
Yeah, but I'm just saying now,
Yeah.
like, you know, now, like before then, you know, like if we don't care about our culture, why should anybody else? You
we
feel
also
me?
weren't taught it either.
I'm about to say, yeah, it's not being taught
We
to
catching
us.
up again, going back to our conversation earlier
It's
about
not
having
being-
to teach these
Exactly.
kids. Not think about it now. They not even getting taught none of
Nothing.
this.
Oh yeah, and shout out to, you know, next year we definitely doing something big for 2020 for Juneteenth. You know, I'm just throwing that out there in the early
Okay.
aspect. You feel me? But like honestly though, that's one thing. I mean, but that's why I kind of feel like the reparation conversation should be happening now, because I feel like now we're more educated about what we could possibly do with those reparations. And that's why I said just to
that
piggyback off
Them Them late ass horns, nigga. We've been talking cash this whole time. They gonna give him horns.
balls.
And just to piggyback off of what I was saying first about land is like, cause land, you can do so many things with land.
How you gonna piggyback off of what you was saying? You supposed to piggyback off of what somebody
My
else.
bad, yeah, you right.
Talking shit, bro.
Piggyback off his
But
piggyback.
but I'm just saying, like, with us having that space and us having that area, then we can be able to teach the things that we need to teach. Like, we have no restrictions if we had our own space. You feel me? And you talking about us going back to Africa, that would still be us having our own space. Like, us still being able to go back to our own area.
Not only that, do we know enough knowledge to teach the younger generation what they need to know for the future? Like, how much do you know personally that you can pass on to, like, your little brother or sister, or to somebody that, like, some of y'all got classes and stuff, to your students? Like, what are y'all teaching them in class?
About the simple fact of learning how to be your own boss. I know that's one thing I honestly teach
About
my students.
about the culture. What are you teaching them about their own culture? That's what I'm saying. What information do we have to give to them about our own culture?
Oh, I mean, well, the simple fact with technology being the way it is, I can be able to look up things and be able to, like, you know, piggyback off of history, you know, being able to teach them, like, these are some of the mistakes that we made in our past, and also these are some of the things that we did in our past that, you know, can push us towards a new level. But with what you're saying is, like, I definitely want to teach my students every day that you don't have to worry about working a 9 to 5 for anybody else.
Exactly.
Like, you can honestly, like, why can't you be the one that starts your own business? Why can't you be the one that, you know, why not? Why not you? You know, honestly. So that's one thing I honestly teach every single last one of my students about, you know, just the simple fact of empowering yourself to know that you can do it, you know. But through our history lessons and stuff that I grew up on within, like, learning social studies was all about, you know, Anglo-Saxon history. You know, now me growing up, I had to do my own research and learn more. I'm like, dang, we actually did. It is more to black history than just slavery. Like Mr. Mansa Musa, like, that is probably one of the greatest persons I could have ever learned about. It's like, this dude really had it all. You feel me? And then you went to Cuba, so, like, coming to find out, the first statues of, like, the first African American people had statues in Cuba, and it was people with, you know, wider nose or bigger lips. Don't get me wrong, to this day I still have not seen an Anglo-Saxon person with lips like mine, still to this day, without them having to do any surgery or anything like that. So I'm like, okay, so did Christopher Columbus really, you know, was he the first one really here?
No.
Or was that the one that?
And we know that
I'm
ain't
just
true.
saying, but, like, those are things that I end up figuring out, you know, later on down. So now that's something I can be able to teach my students going into now. You feel
Because
me?
in school they're not teaching us that.
Exactly.
And that's why I'm glad you got, you know, that knowledge,
But
that
it's,
you take the time to research.
I completely agree with everything you just said. I just feel like it's kind of hard because it's so much history that's been fabricated and, you know what I'm saying, altered and kind of just omitted altogether as far as, like, black culture and as far as, like, you know what I'm saying, what achievements and what great shit we have done. White people don't want to, white people specifically left that shit out. You know what I'm saying? They don't want us to know that we was the greatest
But you know
beings
what, though? Just to
in
come back at you
the world.
again, I'm noticing as I get older, black people don't want to know it. I feel like
I
black
agree.
people
They
more
don't wanna
apt,
know.
black
That's
people
true. They
be
just
more
want a happy life.
apt to
Completely agree.
question.
They just want a
And
happy
this
life.
bothers me a lot. We're more apt to question our history when it comes to us being kings and queens and inventing and changing the whole dynamic of this world.
And
okay?
that was
Before
about
it
to be
is
my
for
point.
us to accept, like, white culture.
Niggas
That's
don't-
just where we are. And it's so sad because it's like you can come in there with that history lesson and somebody will question it.
Right, niggas
But
gonna be
you
like,
won't
this nigga
question
just
the
thought,
fact
and that's why I
that-
came and thought about that, like that Dr. Umar shit. Like, he be
Yeah.
teaching all these, like, facts, like, this shit be, like, real as fuck. And if you listen to this nigga, you be like, this nigga making all the sense in the world. But it's people that don't even seek or not even necessarily seek out information about black history. They don't even want to know information about it. It's a difference between seeking out and just not wanting to know, because you can want to know and still get information, you know what I'm saying, without seeking it. But if you just don't want to know, I mean, if you just don't, yeah, I fucked up that whole little point. But yeah, niggas just don't want to know shit. And just being ignorant. Like they say, ignorance is bliss. Niggas just like being ignorant. If you tell them something about black history, they'll be like, oh, okay, that's dope. Oh, okay, I hear you. Oh, that's what's up.
I feel like a
They
lot
don't
of
really
people
care about
scared of the information because they don't believe it to be true. Like when you like in school, they don't teach us, like I said, our own culture. So when we finally learn about our culture, they like, what? Because they've been taught so much, it's been embedded in our head about Christopher Columbus and about
Man,
white
they made
culture.
that nigga out to be like
The greatest
Yeah, you got
explorer
tested on
ever.
that
You know
lie.
what I'm saying? Like, he was the
Tested on that
greatest
lie.
explorer
Christopher
ever.
Columbus. He was
the first
that
one to
nigga,
you know
bro.
what I'm saying? Like,
Discovered America.
it was people here before you, but they don't teach us that. Christopher Columbus, the first one to touch down
Thanksgiving
in
with
America.
the Pilgrims.
What is this?
That shit was dope. What? They sat down and ate with the
With
what?
the
The
Americans.
Mayflower,
Come on,
nigga.
man.
That shit dope.
And
Hell no,
and they
nigga. That shit
definitely-
was all man.
They definitely buttered it over to make it seem like everybody was in kumbaya about
Bittersweet.
everything.
Niggas
but
made that shit.
I mean,
look
but
like
the-
the greatest thing
But
to
just to piggyback off of what you're saying, Mike is saying, is like like people, we're scared, but it's also like with Dr. Umar Johnson, like it's people that's designated to continue to keep, you know, every time he makes a post, it's always somebody that's supposedly a black activist that's like, oh no, that's not true, or oh no, that's not true, or that's not true. And like with us seeing that argumentative stuff that's going on within our the comments and all the threads that's going on, then that just adds more into the storm of us continue to be traumatized about the simple fact that, man, what is real and what's not? Like, who am I? Like, we're dealing with an image crisis. Like, who are we? You feel me? And so like we try to tag on and piggyback to stuff that, you know, that we feel comfortable with. And it's just like it's a scary thing because it's like eventually, like, we're gonna, with us not having enough knowledge, they're gonna continue to keep wiping us off. They're gonna continue to keep wiping. Like, for instance, with movies, I'm a movie junkie. Like, I really am. I love movies like a mug. If y'all haven't noticed, like within like the Arabic culture or people that's coming over from different, you know, from Iraq and all that type of stuff like that, they're starting to play the roles within what black people are usually the roles that we play in. Like, for instance, we watched some movie on Netflix, the Adam Sandler movie. I cannot remember it, but the Arabic person, he basically was starting to take over, like, usually what us as black people usually do inside of movies. And that's like the simple fact of like talking slang and things like that, you know, just of that nature. So it's kind of like now we're starting to move out of the area within that. Like they're trying to push us out within that area. Like if you was to go on every corner store, who's the ones that's in front, that's in the corner stores, on the liquor stores, stuff like that? There ain't no black people. It's Arabics. I mean, they're essentially taking over because they see that we are honestly the ones, we are the piggy bank. Like, we are the ones that's continue to keep giving them money, to continue to keep funding all of these things without us trying to take over and have our own businesses and things like that.
We're not doing what we're supposed to do.
Somebody said this shit too. This was earlier today. Somebody was saying how important family, all right, is to this whole ecosystem of things. So you talk about how like Arabics, Asians, and people like that have everything going on. They have strong family foundations.
Exactly.
Black folk, I mean, we don't have very strong family foundations. I mean, I'm a victim of it. I don't fuck with my sister as much as, you know what I'm saying, somebody might fuck with theirs.
Yeah.
And it's like, yo, fuck her. I hold that type of grudge. So we don't keep that family foundation. And I mean, it's mothers missing, it's fathers missing, it's things like that. If you like raised, like, let's say Chaldean, certain shit may be weird to hear from me because I'm black. Like, oh shit, you still damn, you 19, you still living with the parents and shit, listening,
that
you know what I'm saying,
generational wealth shit.
living,
That's
you know,
what
listening to what they saying and shit. But when you move out, you gonna be well better off than I was at 19 for sure.
Yeah.
And you're probably going to marry into another Chaldean family, and then boom, that strengthens
that cycle.
That
just start
goes
all
into
over
what?
again.
Generational. It
wealth.
starts
Generational
over.
wealth.
They're leaving something for their children. You know what I'm saying? They building businesses to leave for their children and things like that. So that's like the family is the foundation to a lot of this shit.
Yeah.
And like that shit got to get together. You know what I'm saying? That shit got to get together.
Man, black people don't even like to piece in on a bottle.
You know,
we always gotta own our own. Like, no, I got my own bottle.
It's like this. You have kids. You have kids. I have kids. We got strong family foundations or whatever, right? Boom. Them kids marry into a strong family foundation. That cycle repeats, like you said. That shit is the foundation for a lot to why like they have like this going on. That shit was some real shit. I'm like, damn, I ain't never really think of that.
It's so many, and I feel like as much as and I'm gonna be 100% honest, I was that nigga that, you know what I'm saying, be listening to all this like these like David Banners and Killer Mike saying like, oh, you know what I'm saying, they got an agenda with the black man and all that shit. Obviously I know that shit true because I can visibly see the shit. But I just kind of brush it off like, oh, everybody not, they're not really specifically, that can't be really true. But if you actually look at it, man, like, it's so targeted against minorities, and not even really just a black man, like just minorities like Hispanics and shit like that too. They take away the ability to kind of build the generational wealth. If your dad getting locked up for 5 years for a bag of weed,
that could be a part of reparations too. Free
Like-
my brothers.
like what type, like facts, but like that's you just literally crippled
Yep.
that generation and the next.
Believe it or not.
So that with just that one incarceration. So when I started to actually see and realize that, I'm like, damn, that shit real as fuck. Like the whole system is literally pitted against the black man and generational wealth, whatever they got to do to stop us from getting ahead. And I feel like that agenda is probably one of the most powerful shit ever. Probably is the only second thing closest to it is maybe like that whole abortion shit they got going on, trying to stop niggas having.
Nigga, that chair ain't gonna rock the same, bro.
That's just like, man, if you put it all into a real perspective and you take black people and put them in the area where they do exactly as the Chaldeans or other cultures, we would be a destruction for a lot of other people in a good way. You know what I'm saying? They would start to see us come up and start to see us do things that we're supposed to be doing already. Yeah, we were, a lot of us, we came over here without certain things. Like we were forced over. For a lot of us, we were forced over. So with that being said, afterwards, the things that they were teaching them is just like, y'all was getting the teachings from some of the stuff that they was doing, some of the buildings that the white folks were teaching some of the slaves, that they were teaching each other that we could have took and built amongst ourselves, but they didn't take that knowledge and use it properly. So that's why we don't have some of that generational wealth. A lot of stuff that they were teaching that they might have used at the time, but didn't use over time, if that makes sense.
Bad. Shit just all bad.
Greatest podcast in the world. Greatest podcast in the world, nigga.
Facts.
We done went around the motherfucking earth.
And that's what a lot of, honestly, that's what a lot of people that's from Africa that's coming over here, if y'all notice, like, they are marrying within the African roots. They not really trying to straight off into the African American.
It's a mean ass Africans.
That's a big thing, man.
How y'all think
Some
about
mean ass Africans out there, bro. Twitter, you go look it up. They be.
what y'all think about
Look at
interracial
us.
marriage though? Y'all think is, what I'm saying, people should marry who they want to marry, love who they want to love.
I might not.
I'm not
Hey,
one
what you
side.
saying, man?
I'm not a
Speak one of your
fan.
opinion.
I'm not a
You're
fan,
of
bro.
interracial relationship.
I'm not about to just like bash you. Like, oh, you married a white chick. Fuck you. You know what I'm saying?
Uncle
Like,
Tom.
I ain't gonna do that. But nah, no.
Marriage to
No,
me
I don't agree. I don't agree with it, bro. I don't. But if you do that, I ain't about to be like, fuck
So
you.
for
I ain't
what,
talking to you no
for
more.
what reasons don't you agree with it? Elaborate with us for a minute.
Hold on, can I say something real quick?
Go ahead. Shit, I'm
I don't
asking
like white
everybody.
people.
That's a valid reason.
I don't like white people, bro.
To
That's a
me,
valid reason.
marriage is one of the most boldest statements you can honestly make within your culture. Honestly.
Sacred and holy
Honestly.
matrimony, nigga.
Because not only is that like, like within like you looking at it within a family aspect, but as in a financial aspect, within like you raising your kids within a certain culture. Like honestly, I feel like if you're a black man and you marry a white woman, look, love is love, I understand. But I honestly feel like as a black man, I feel like you're trying to find some type of acceptance within that white family. Like honestly, that's honestly what I'm saying. Cause like with me, like I love my black women. Like I do. I love like probably the greatest gift. Lord, thank you. You feel me? Like, I also know within the simple fact of like, what am I teaching my kids? It's like, yeah, love is love, but at the same time, if I can't marry a black woman who understands the struggle that I go through every day, like no other woman will understand what a black man goes through than a black woman, because they're going through the exact same struggle, if not even worse.
What if a white girl take an African studies class?
That don't.
She still ain't gonna understand. They just never, for some reason, they just never
She ain't
get
gonna
it.
understand the simple fact that whenever I'm inside of a car and I see a police car behind me, you feel me? She gonna be just
Might
good.
get a little worried.
No, we worry. We like, hold on, why
Might
is
get
this?
a little worried.
Why is this?
Might
why-
not want to argue with the cop. You might.
But a black woman, they'd be like, look, babe, don't look back. Like, you just drive forward. Don't look back. A white woman ain't gonna be able to tell me that. You feel me? It's like an automatic connection that we already have. Like I don't have to teach that to them. It's like embedded into their DNA to know exactly where I'm coming from as a black man. Granted, they might not know 100%, but they damn sure know 90% of what's going on within you know, my mind.
Just to be black.
Just to be black. Just the simple fact of being black.
Ladies, what y'all think?
As far as like us marrying into our people, that's very important to the to the whole generational wealth building. I mean, y'all brought up Dr. Umar. He got called out about that. He was on TV One with what's dude named
He married to a white girl?
Nah, but he was calling that out.
Oh.
And he was talking about like basically
I was about to say,
black men, you know, being strongly in the struggle, but you going home to a white woman. And they was dragging him on there, but he wasn't saying it in the respect, like he didn't respect that person. He was just saying that how can you sit here and be in this fight and you don't even go home to the woman that you fighting for? You know what I'm saying? So I definitely believe. I mean, it's 2019 though. Like, you know, like,
Facts. No,
y'all out here. They out here. Everybody mixed up. Like, I got a conspiracy that eventually, like, everybody about to be black.
Oh, facts. Black people is
they
already
black.
the most. I feel like now they the most dominant. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Can't
Because
trust niggas who sit on the sun too long, bro. But
yeah,
it's like get burned, bro. I can't trust that, bro.
White people shot themselves in the foot. They said if you got even an ounce of black in you, you're black. Not thinking 50, 100 years from now, 400 years from now, whatever the case is, with that being said, nigga, you basically damned or just put your whole fucking race into extinction.
Exactly.
If that's the case, or, you know, everybody fucking everybody having kids.
Good damn riddance,
And we
man.
gotta know what blackness
Good
is.
damn
White people
riddance.
was raping women back then and making babies.
Facts.
That's
Period.
big
Black
facts.
Thomas
transcends
Jefferson.
Come on,
to-
man.
Motherfucker got like 14
like
black
every
kids.
culture,
yeah.
every culture has black people. Okay, like even when y'all was sitting here talking about like the Hispanics and the Spanish, like they got
Exactly.
afros.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like so when we even
It's in
start,
the
we gotta
genes,
understand
in
what
the
blackness
genetics.
is. We really do outnumber. It's really just us understanding that. Like, but we
Man,
definitely
niggas
should be
can't
loving
understand
each
it.
I have definitely seen dark skinned, blue eyed, blonde hair black kids. So just know that. Like it's like it's a pigmentation. It's like black is a dominant gene, period.
Genetic.
Like
Yeah.
it don't matter what skin like it's
Race is
in.
made up.
It-
Ding ding ding.
Ding 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 ding.
Big facts.
Big facts. That's why I admire a lot of the royal families. A lot of people shame the royal families for marrying inside their family.
It's called incest.
It is called incest, but the reason
White
why they
people been
do
doing
it.
it for years.
But the reason why they no, and even in Egypt back
Billy,
in,
get
back,
in there,
way
fuck
back
Kathy.
way back when the pyramid time, they was doing it, marrying into the family because they didn't want no outsiders on the inside of the wealth.
That's facts.
They was fucking their sisters?
Yes,
That shit
Yeah.
sick.
Yes.
Keep it in
Sick
the
nigga.
family.
Yeah, that's some
Keeping
sick
it in the
motherfuckers.
Cousin's
man.
fucking cousin.
you are going to marry
Keeping
your
it in
brother.
the tribe, man.
You're going to
Keeping it
marry
in
your
the
brother.
tribe.
Why?
It
Because
sounds-
Some niggas-
I want the wealth to stay in the
That's some
family.
sick motherfuckers, man.
Call it what it
I
is.
want the
man.
wealth.
Fuck
I
it. What
mean,
do
I don't
want
want
to
to
say?
say
I
that.
mean, if we
I'm
think
setting up
biblical,
general-
Adam and Eve, you feel me? It was two of them, so somebody had to
Hey,
be doing
that's
something.
big
right,
facts.
you
That's-
feel me?
That's big
It's a
facts.
big difference.
They started it
big
off.
difference.
I don't know how Cain
You
and
can't-
Abel and Adam repopulated the earth with just Eve, but that's the story
And what
that's
they
the
do?
question I'm gonna ask God.
Bang their
'cause
brothers and sisters and made us.
Especially from Noah's Ark. I don't want to talk about that because you know what I'm saying eventually some cousins was fucking other cousins.
Period. They had to save the human race
That's
one
what
way or
people
the
was coming
other.
from the dirt, though. So then eventually, yeah. But niggas was coming from the dirt back then. It wasn't like,
You talking about
So it's
the Noah's
justified?
Ark thing? You're talking about the
man, if a
beginning.
chick coming from the dirt right now, I'm hitting. That's all for him.
That's crazy.
Like, she
No
bad,
shower,
I'm in
no
there.
nothing. That's crazy.
I'm in there.
Wow.
You clean? You clean?
It's a moist towel.
Yeah, she clean. She
You
can.
clean?
It's a
Came
moist
from nerve,
towel.
baby.
He go,
We in there.
5 second rule.
We in there.
he go moist towel.
We
Baby
in
wipe
it.
off real fast.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. That's real crazy.
So how y'all we spoke about it a bit. All right. Well, new white guy is so it's gonna be a little bit of interracial thing and this Little Mermaid thing, and you
Oh,
know
yeah.
that's what I actually saw people like. Is
But
this
I knew
a
that was gonna happen though. I mean, come on now, they weren't gonna make Little Mermaid and My Man's Black. Disney not that
I'm like,
crazy.
you know what?
Disney not that crazy.
Nah, Disney.
Maybe, but now they done got us a bit in the swirl. I see a lot of people like, you know what? Fuck this movie now. I seen a lot of that today.
I'm going to see it.
I seen a lot of people like that. Like, yo, fuck this. I'm gonna go see it for sure. I don't give a fuck if it was white,
There's a Black
black,
Mermaid.
orange. Didn't care. But But
That shit is
it's
so
not a
annoying.
Taking a
lot.
social
It's
media break.
not a lot. It's not a lot, and we see it in everything. It's not a
You're
lot
in-
of solid black.
You are never
couples.
gonna please niggas, bro. When it comes
Well,
to
no,
black
it's not a
people,
lot of
never
black
be
couples.
satisfied.
niggas are never gonna be satisfied, bro.
No matter what you do.
Ever.
Just fuck
Even
all
Jesus
that.
got
It's
ridiculed.
not
They
fuck all that.
canceling
It's
somebody.
not a lot
Somebody
of
getting
black.
canceled.
It's not
They ain't like
a
Jesus
lot.
because he was great.
We could get into that. What I'm saying is there's not a lot of black strong couple representation in film.
But do you think that that's the black actor's fault?
Hollywood.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
So it's the media's fault.
Hollywood, for sure. I was never against that.
Media
But that's why
dictate
niggas like, all right, y'all niggas about to hit us. Y'all hit us with the black
I
princess.
feel
Y'all about
like
to hit
the
us with the
black-
swirl. I seen niggas saying that, like, y'all about to hit us with that.
Chemistry is the black chemistry in film. I feel like is real. Like, cause when you have a black man and a
sex
black
scenes
woman,
be awesome, nigga. Love
yeah,
and
like you have a
basketball.
black man and a black woman.
So much
People
passion.
see it as not. You know what I'm saying? Because it took so long for Hollywood to even put like an interracial couple in movies.
Oh, we
Right.
fucking.
But you know what I'm saying? Black couples, you feel that shit when it's a black couple. You know what I'm saying?
Even in black porn, man.
Oh, facts.
I don't
feel
like
it?
Y'all
I
been watch
don't-
them Zane specials on HBO?
I ain't
Oh,
seen
yeah.
the porn
Man,
in
they be
years.
fucking.
Zane books. Look, man, like interracial porn. I don't like it too much, man.
I don't.
Really?
It's disgusting.
Not a fan.
It's
I searched
disgusting.
it a couple times.
My
Not a
search
fan.
engine
It's
is all
I be disgusted.
Not a fan. I go on that bitch. Ebony.
Oh,
Let me get this. Let me get that
What
ebony
is
work.
wrong with him?
Let me get that ebony work. Like I ain't trying to see this little
X.
white girl get hit.
Hey,
I
man.
I
Hey,
beat it.
Shout out to the
watch-
people, man. As
Beat
long
it.
as it's a black man,
I used to watch Asian porn.
you hit that white ass.
Beat it. Beat it.
Asian
That
porn
white
used to be
pussy.
the shit.
But honestly though,
Back for all our years
She
of
ain't doing
oppression.
what Jasmine Cashmere
We're back
can
for
do.
all
Get her out
our,
of
all
here.
our years of oppression.
Asian porn used to be the shit.
Get her out of here. She ain't doing what Jazz can do.
I was just
She
saying.
ain't doing what Jasmine
Lies
Cashmere
are
can do.
happening at the table.
Listen to me, but I would say this though. I mean, but go ahead. From Cinder. Oh, once again. Oh my God.
I did the same shit, Q. It's a very light
I
hookah.
tried to catch it. I'm sorry. It wasn't
It's a
me that
very
knocked it
light
over.
hookah, bro.
I tried
But
to catch it.
but people not gonna understand this. But from picking back from when Cinderella, when Brandy played Cinderella, you
You know,
feel
I
me?
was too upset
That
about
was-
that.
That was,
Or
Or maybe we
a
didn't
great-
know because it wasn't social media.
You know,
That
it was
that was a great-
impossible.
I never knew. You know, Whoopi Goldberg and that the Asian king could make a straight Asian prince. You feel me? Whoopi Goldberg is probably one of the blackest women ever.
The
Man,
king
you
was
feel me?
white though.
And
The
she's
prince was
awesome.
Asian.
That's what I'm
Whoopi
saying.
Goldberg is
Like,
awesome.
It can work out. You feel me? It's just like everybody has to have their opinion on everything. You feel me?
Yeah.
So
All right,
Two hands.
it was a
Our-
thing. It was a quirk. It was a
our
quirk.
our time's coming to an end. We got somebody we got to interview.
All right.
You said 10 minutes or right now? I thought you said no.
Oh,
Oh,
we
what you
taking a
mean?
break.
Oh, break. All right, break.
Intermission.
All right, man. Well, this was a good motherfucking
Niggas
2
been running
hours.
they long. Running their
was
mouth.
God
We had
damn,
nice
2
little-
hours,
Yeah, it was 2
bro.
hours.
We got nice
2 hours,
We didn't see the
bro.
sun go
Talked
down.
about
2 hours,
everything.
man. I appreciate
Remember the
that.
sun
Hey,
was
y'all
over there.
niggas bought.
Go
The sun was
down.
over there.
Oh,
That's
definitely
over
went
there.
down.
Hey, y'all
Niggas
niggas
over
bought some
there.
awesome
Set in the
content.
west.
This shit went crazy. Y'all bought some awesome fucking content, man. Shouts to y'all. We
shit
in
was
this
fun, for
bitch.
sure.
We
Thanks
gonna
for
go
having me.
ahead and
Let's turn up a little bit, man.
know what it is. We out this motherfucker.
I'ma bounce this ass for a rich ass nigga.
Some of that super music.
I was just about to say
Oh no, you good. You wasn't in the way though. You wasn't in the way. You wasn't in the way.
Ain't nobody say
You
nothing.
gotta spin that shit.
You wasn't in the way.
Spin that shit. I'll wiggle it. Wiggle it.
Good
Wiggle
pie.
it. You gotta spin
Pretty
that
big
shit.
head, so I'm pretty sure.
Spin that shit.
Brown bag legend for these badass bitches. Got 100 racks.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go then. Throwback on Thursday. How you
I
want
know that was me on the hook right here. Y'all know that, right?
We at Burn Hookah Lounge, Forecast Podcast.
abbreviate your clothes, trying to fly down and catch you at a club. Hey, got me feeling like talking shit to me, but I can't comprehend the meaning. Now if you
know what it is, nigga. J-Mo, leave that motherfucking camera alone before it falls. It's not up there stable.
Still, I'm just a
not a stable camera.
Want his money, fuck the fame. I'm a simple man. Mr. International, player with the passport, just like a last bitch. Cause you anything you ask for, either him or me.
Yes, in the motherfucking building. We got the silent part. She's on camera. Shout out to the silent part. Whether she want to be or not, she's on camera over there.
You don't need a put you with a passion, but a long day.
Who we got? Go ahead and introduce yourself. Who we got?
Your body is pain, baby. I love it when you're flown. It's time to give it to Daddy.
No, you gotta talk into that mic. You gotta see how we. Right here, there we go. Massage therapist. Are we getting any massages live? Let's get right to it. Hey, what's up?
Okay.
What's going on?
I get the working.
Come on, man. We gotta get a sample.
Man, clear this table up.
Get a sample, bro.
Clear this table.
Get a sample.
Right, a little shoulder work, something.
Yeah, a little sample or something.
Fuck that. Get to that money.
I'm stressed as fuck out here, man. Shit. Stressed, niggas ain't talking. I'm stressed.
Shout out to Burn Hookah, man. Shout out to Burn Hookah for the stationary. Shit nice as hell. Got the little tiki torches lit.
We got a good vibe out here.
That the white people brought out for
we on the lodge with it.
We done brought people out and shit, man. Niggas out here.
We on the lodge
in the building.
We are technically on the lodge with it. That's an accurate assumption.
Alright, motherfucker. Let's get to it. Y'all want to ask the first question?
Go ahead, man.
How did you get so good with your hands?
There we go. I knew
we don't even know. We don't even know if you good with them yet. We ain't even got the sample.
Strictly off word.
Think about me though, for sure.
Okay.
When did this start?
2008. I've been massaging for about 12 years now.
What your like your interest come from? Like when did you what made you get into it?
Well, I always never been like a part of the trend. So growing up, everybody in my society kind of wanted to be nurses, and I wanted to kind of step outside the box.
Okay.
So I had looked up massage, and I'm like, damn, everybody always talking about massage. I need a massage, but I never knew like personally a massage therapist. So I'm like, okay, let me check into this program. So once I started going to school and actually learning, like it's not just a luxury, it's really a necessity. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, I fucks with it. So I've been rocking with it ever since.
That's what's up. I actually was interested in that shit too, but you see, I got little hands and my fucking hands cramp up all the time. So like when I'm giving like bays, massages and shit, the shit only lasts for like 10, 15 minutes.
That's why you go to school for it, because there's certain techniques that they teach you.
Keep your hands good from turn.
Exactly.
That's why you go. That's why I don't need to be doing nothing I ain't supposed to be doing.
I'm like, well, I used to massage my stuffed animals when I was younger, and I knew I always wanted to do this.
Massage and bay only lasts for like 10 minutes, then I'm trying to get in them guts. So that's probably why that shit only lasted for that long.
Massaging ass, and we straight there.
I get that a lot, though, and a lot of people will want me to teach, like, just like a little class, like how to massage they significant others. So I'm putting that into play as
That's
well.
what's up. Niggas will definitely pay for that. I'll pay for that shit. Teach me let me get all up in you.
So I'm going to be ignorant.
Me at the grocery store massaging somebody. Like, yeah, what's going on?
Buy the produce.
Do they teach like the happy endings and stuff, or is that a different class?
That's the masseuse, nigga.
Exactly.
So what's the difference?
Let them know.
Come on, now let me build, bro.
You can build. I'm gonna let you answer. I'm gonna let her answer the question. Go ahead.
What's the
Enlighten my man.
What's the difference?
Enlighten my man.
That's definitely the difference. I'm a professional massage therapist,
so that's not professional.
No, not at all. Okay. A lot of people have a misconception about that as well. So in school, they actually teach us how to be so professional, like put it on our business cards, on our brochures, so no one won't be misconcepted about it.
Okay, yeah, getting the wrong idea and shit. Like,
I'm sure. That's
how much you charge for this? Like, nigga, this ain't even that type of party.
So that's a godly happy ending though from a real like masseuse.
Like,
fucking probably crazy.
Right there, like, no, if you want that, you gotta go somewhere else. That ain't, what I do.
Now, I do have a question to ask. Does anybody that you know of that's in your profession, do they indulge in that type of masseuse type of?
Nobody that I know of.
Okay.
Even like the guys nowadays, like you might see they call it soft porn, but they not really promoting sex. Like it's really massage.
Like an ass muscle.
Like that guy that.
I mean, 'cause we sitting on our ass all day.
No,
It is a
I'm being
muscle,
real. Yeah, that's
right?
what I'm
It
saying.
is a muscle, and it needs to be worked. Like it's all about your mindset. You know what I'm saying?
So okay. So with that being said, is that a type of muscle that you massage?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Like,
But just not in obviously the genital area.
no.
Okay.
He keep it professional as hell.
Inner
Need the
thigh.
ass massage.
Like-
Wait.
Yeah, inner thigh, because a lot of athletes use your legs all day. Everything is connected. You know what I'm saying?
That's a tough one.
I wish I had a massage therapist.
Covers get the lifting up and shit.
Back when I
Dog,
was
has that ever occurred? You ever ran into some shit like that?
a nigga got a
Like
little
a
too
nigga just-
happy.
What you say?
More times than not.
I would say out of my 12 years, it only been one time
Really?
where, right?
He was
one
working
ti-
that nigga.
One time.
He's
where
working
I don't,
that nigga,
I don't
bro.
know. I don't know for sure, but it was like little gestures, and I'm like, you know what I'm saying? We are at will, so we can end it whenever we want. If we uncomfortable, I was uncomfortable. Like I didn't know what he was doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I was like,
So is that explained before you start?
No.
Damn, bro.
I feel like that's dope as fuck as far as like being like, I don't know if it can tie into like being an entrepreneur, because you can practice that shit. You don't need to necessarily like be in an actual, what's the name, do you? Like an actual building? Can't you like do that shit just freelance on your own?
As long as you have the massage license, though.
Okay, so
Like, I can be out here massaging you all. I have my license on
Okay,
me.
okay,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like you don't have to have like a business license.
that's what's up. So you ain't necessarily gotta like apply for I mean, you can, but you can basically work out your crib if you wanted to, right?
Yeah.
Not, but
Long
obviously you
as
probably want
check
one of
the
them people in
zoning,
there.
though, you know, schools and everything. You gotta.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The zoning and shit take
Yeah,
that shit matter?
yeah.
I did not know
That's
that.
with any business, basically. Like you gotta.
So even if you're doing it at your house, if
right,
it's
you
in
gotta,
a
you
Oh, no,
gotta
yeah, you
make
gotta-
sure that
yeah.
it's
Really?
right. Yeah.
I did not know that.
Damn,
Oh,
that's
no,
crazy.
for sure, dude.
Hey, I didn't know that. So that's illegal if you was to do it in the house if it wasn't in the right zone.
Yeah, you gotta. What? Definitely gotta know your laws.
Hell no, you
know
a
what
block
I'm saying?
away from
I did not know
massage
that.
heaven, nigga. Should have moved three houses down.
I got a daycare up the street. God damn it, I can't even get a massage in this bitch. Ain't
How
that about a
important
bitch?
would you say is getting a massage? Like how often? Let's say how often
was
do you
about to
think
ask that.
someone should get a massage? Like
It all
yearly.
depends on their lifestyle.
Okay.
Like their daily living. Like.
So just everyday life.
So if I'm,
Like if go ahead.
I'm sorry, I mean, cut you. I was gonna say, so if I just play basketball recreationally, but I do it maybe like 3 times a week, but I'm actively doing it probably like hours of that day, 3 days a week. How often do you think I should get a massage?
I would say at least two to 3 times a month.
2 to 3 times a month? Okay.
Because you're playing basketball, so you're.
Come to the mic. Come to the mic. We good.
You're playing. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah,
I'm good?
Better not, yeah.
You're playing basketball, so your body is physical, and you're using muscles that your body is not used to using. So the more you get a massage, the less likely you'll pop and crack and you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. Even if you work out 3 to 4 times a week, it's still necessary for you to get a massage as well.
That makes sense, because I be cramping up like a motherfucker, Charlie horses, all that shit.
And that's why too, because people don't know, like your secondary muscles come into place when your primary muscles is not fully functional. You know what I'm saying? Because you're using them repetitively and they so tight. So your secondary muscles come into place, and then after that, like they can basically pop
Snap,
or something.
fuck, yeah, you can fuck some
you'll
shit
be
up.
like, damn, I got a crook in my neck. Like, where did this come from? That I, sleep wrong is because like they finally catching up to you.
And stress affects that too, right? Like stress affects all
That's
that
the
shit?
number one.
Really?
Yeah, because women, men, anybody, we carry our stress in our neck and down our back because our head, the central nervous system.
Okay, that makes
so
sense.
anything we thinking, you know what I'm saying, it goes right down our spine into our neck and our shoulders. So that's why like
That makes
you'll
sense.
be real tight in your neck and stuff, like stress. And it don't even gotta be like, oh, I'm stressed out. You can be straight. Like you can hit your toe and that's considered stress. You know what I'm saying? So
That makes sense.
Look at you, man.
Do you massage like yourself? Like your thighs shit, like shit, my
Motherfucking stretch
Hell
down
yeah,
here.
I
Do you
had
just
woke
get,
up the other day with a
get
crook
down
in my
there?
neck. I'm like, man, thank God I'm a massage therapist.
You
Like,
can get them out. How fast you can get them out?
I be going crazy on myself, man.
Man, I can't get my shit out to save my life. My shit be fucked up for days. I'll be like,
because you don't really probably know. Like,
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
just be rubbing.
as a massage therapist,
be rubbing.
there's a lot of trigger points. Is basically like knots that's connected. Like our nerves run all
That
through
shit
the
be
body.
so trash. Makes sense.
You can have like a knot up here, but it really can be coming in the middle of your back. And with us knowing that, we know exactly where to go. You know what I'm saying? You might not know where to go, so you like, damn, I'm massaging right here, and it
That
ain't
ain't
came
it.
out yet. You know what I'm saying?
So you say 2 to 3 months? I mean 2 to 3 times a month?
I always recommend my clients every 3 to 4 weeks because
sounds
your
more
body
reasonable.
heal itself. So even after a massage, you still need your body still needs time to heal. You might wake up the next day like, damn, I'm still sore.
I was about to say
I've never had a real
I
massage.
and I was sore as hell the next day, but after that I felt
It's probably
You
why my
probably
body's
had
so
like a
fucked
deep
up.
tissue,
I
or
did.
not even a deep tissue.
No,
a deep tissue.
full body. Yeah, I think so.
Oh, okay. Did you have a massage like prior ever?
No, that was my first time.
Okay,
Nigga
so
went on Groupon.
you would
I
never
went on
get a deep
Groupon for
tissue
my
your
shit.
first. That's just
Yeah.
like working out and going straight
crazy.
hard. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? You gonna wake up, your body gonna be hard. You gonna
Yeah.
be sore as fuck.
How much you charge?
It depends on the location. I'm mobile. I'm a mobile massage therapist.
Okay.
I come to houses, events, or hotels or whatever.
How do you
Start
make
at
sure?
75.
How you make
I
sure you're
always
safe doing that?
screen everything.
Okay.
Like, yeah,
That's what's
I
up.
definitely
Gonna
make sure.
add.
I don't go to everybody.
Right, of course.
I don't. I always screen and make sure, you know what I'm saying, if I'm good. Like, I know if I'm 100% good. I never put myself in a messed up situation.
I was about to say because these crazy niggas out here
Yeah,
tripping.
I already
for
know.
sure.
Like, I mean, all money
So I'm
ain't
to the
good
door
money.
naked.
Like, I
I'm
ain't
ready
going-
for my massage. Like,
Right.
whoa, buddy.
All money
Say
ain't
what the
good
fuck
money.
I came
ain't
here
really doing
for.
it the money,
Better shoot his
so.
dick off.
Fact.
Do some shit like that. Shoot
Me
that
too.
motherfucker clear off.
Me too.
We'll do it live. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
So this is a bit more of on a personal question.
Fucking
You don't have to
thing.
answer if you don't want to, but obviously I'm sure, you know what I'm saying, you massage men and women and all that. Have you ever came across, you know what I'm saying, somebody that you were actually attracted to that, you know what I'm saying, y'all actually kind of hit it off a little bit?
Like,
I
hell
guess
yeah.
so.
Shit, like, I was
Oh,
in that
man.
nigga shit. Like, yeah.
Has that ever happened? No.
fuck outta
okay.
here.
All right.
Oh,
I'm hip. You probably got a dude,
No,
mate,
but
listen
no,
in.
No, not even that.
Mom's
I mean,
word.
I'm
She
grown
turned
as
her
hell.
face up. She like, you lying.
No, it's not even that. It's just like in general, like my attraction is so rare. Like it could be a million guys in a room, and I probably only like a half of one. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just
A half of
that's
one.
just
Damn.
Out of a million?
You don't even like the whole nigga. Just
Right. Give me
I'm
half.
more
of it.
attracted to the mind than the physical appearance. Then that's just me.
That's what's up. That's real
I don't
shit.
know the person, so
Fuck that.
I
You
ain't really
gave
feeling them.
you
you
gave
know?
that nigga the
I am
best massage.
flabbergasted.
It's different if I already knew him. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? And
But it was
we
never
had a
like-
connection.
But not the
Nigga, I
physical attraction. You ain't hip on it.
Okay.
Okay, you don't fuck with the physical attraction. Okay, that's cool. That's what's up.
Damn, how long you been massaging? It ain't nobody where you was like, damn.
She said none.
Shit. That's
She said half the
It
niggas.
had to already been.
She
Oh,
already
okay. So if you was
so a
already
nigga that made an
involved with
appointment. He was
somebody,
like, hell yeah, deep tissue. Like,
Discount.
he talking about discount.
$20, nigga.
No,
Deep
professional
tissue.
only. Anything after that, it ain't got nothing to do with the massage.
Hey, anybody in the hood ever support?
Oh hell yeah,
Oh, for real?
man.
You
what?
lucky. Don't nobody
They
fuck
say
with me.
black. They say black people don't support black people. I'm like shit. All my clientele. majority
That's
black.
fucked up. The hood
what's
don't
up.
fuck with
We
me.
get that
That's
shit.
crazy.
What's
We ain't got no coaster.
I'm talking about the hood, like, that's what's up.
what type of not what type?
Yeah, like people that I didn't even expect. They hit me up like, oh shit, I need a massage, or can you do this for somebody? You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
What's your most
That's what's up.
prevalent type of promotion? Is it like word of mouth, your Instagram, Facebook? What you got that
I would
brings in the
say
most customers?
Instagram and Facebook is the #1 platform for
Okay.
me, and word of mouth.
Okay.
When I say like people brag,
Oh,
so crazy.
okay. You must be going crazy. Listen, I'm going ahead and have to get
I
some
was,
prices.
I ain't seen you in a minute. The first time I seen you, we was at Annex. How was that for you?
You said at Annex?
Yeah.
The first time you
That
seen
pop-up
me?
shop, that big-ass pop-up shop, and you set up in there.
Oh, okay.
How
yeah,
was
yeah.
that shit for you?
Oh yeah, it was good. It was,
Okay.
Did you see my table? Like people
I
people
came
fuck
late
with
as fuck.
massage. Like Cause I've been doing those sipping shops for a minute. So like when they see like, oh shit, a massage therapist, because it's so rare for a massage therapist to really be, you know, in the Detroit area. So every time it's a pop-up shop, like the girl Deja, she even be hitting me up like, I don't got no massage therapist. Can you come? Like I need you here. You know what I'm saying? So it definitely went good always.
Have you ever thought, or like, what's your? Do you just want to continue doing like your own thing, your own business, or have you ever thought about like maybe being like a personal massage therapist for like an athlete or a celebrity? Have you ever thought about that?
I'm actually a personal massage therapist for an athlete.
For real?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it low key?
No, it was on my Instagram.
Is he a golf player?
No, he the Lions player, Theo Riddick.
For real?
Okay.
Okay, that's a pretty solid name.
Yeah.
Let me find out you a sugar mama out here. I've been looking for me a sugar mama.
How would you think? Because I said I've been doing it for 12 years. I'm still
talking
young now. Look.
But no, that's dope as fuck.
When she was 12.
That's hella dope.
Stay away from R. Kelly.
Stay away from R. Kelly.
He don't want your hands.
He don't want. Yeah, you grown as fuck.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Hey,
You got a little bit of younger talent.
Yeah, my nigga locked up, no bond, no nothing like that.
So the
Feds watching.
Jeez.
Yeah.
You got a gun on you for real?
You ever had to pull that?
Strapped up and
Ever
I
had,
ain't talking seat.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
ever had to pull out?
gotta
Ever had to
thug.
pull that bitch on somebody? Ain't nobody get ignorant. That's good, man. Cause niggas is
I try
fucking
to
weird.
keep my cipher kind of positive and you know what I'm saying. So.
What no, we came from some shit. So like, how did you get out the hood though? Like,
What? I'm
niggas
still in the
stuck.
hood, so I know.
No, you know niggas stuck. Like,
What you
no,
mean?
no
the
shade.
mindset?
Yeah, like,
Oh,
you
okay.
know how you know what
yeah,
I
all
mean.
right, yeah. I'm glad you said something like that too. But I ain't gonna lie,
Welcome.
my brother
Okay.
woke me up. I'm talking about like for real. You know what I'm saying? And of course, like your sibling, you gonna look up to them. You know what I'm saying? Especially like they done been through some stuff and you done seen change. You know what I'm saying? So years and years ago, he had put me up on this book, and I'm pretty sure y'all probably hip to The Secret.
Yeah.
So I had read that, and
Awesome
I
book.
kind of put some shit into like my mind, like kind of manifest some shit, and I seen it kind of working. So I'm like, oh shit.
Where the
After
fuck
that,
J-Mo come from? My bad. He just fucked me up. I'm looking like
That's
White-
a awesome,
white ghost.
That's an awesome
White
read,
ghost.
bro.
yes,
That's
look,
an awesome read.
After that, like I've been reading and just really trying to like become more, you know what I'm saying, conscious and really a woman. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm
like,
no, cause like real shit, bro. The way we grew up, bro, we did everything young as fuck, bro.
Yeah.
Like we was drinking, smoke, like, bro.
clubbing, like I be tired of clubs.
It's-
Like, I be
no,
tired
it's
of all
like,
that shit when I
real
was
shit,
younger.
bro. This shit and niggas stuck still. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Like, I just know where we came from, and I'll be happy to see my people move away from that situation and actually doing real shit.
I think it's like sometimes too you gotta bump your own head. You know what I'm saying?
And I didn't expect Jizzle to, man.
oh, that
I ain't
motherfucker
expect-
sharp.
I ain't expect him to go the
Go
route
back. Oh, yeah.
he did. I ain't no shade, you know what I'm saying? But like, the nigga was cold as fuck at hooping.
Ooh.
Her brother, like, nigga was a motherfucker, like, but no work. I hated that nigga. They block versus our block. I gotta check them.
Sound like some West Side shit.
Oh, here we go. So what's up? Like, we
Sound all day in here.
we gotta do a live presentation one day. We could get the massages on and do it. You alright, bro?
I went to massage.
Oh, okay.
And I have my chair. I bring my chair up here.
We got the studio.
We got the office space, yeah.
We got the
No,
office space.
it's
across the
That
street.
yeah.
should play a major role too.
It's a
like,
masseuse like over here too, so it's gonna be like a little bit of beef over there.
It's
So
a difference.
just, you know what I'm
It's a
saying?
difference. Massage therapist.
My bad. It's a
No
massage
beef.
therapist over there. It's gonna be some beef. She seemed pretty mean.
She
I'm like, who the fuck is this that y'all bringing in here? It's like, we ain't met her yet. But she there.
She there.
See her name on the door. Smell the
The
oils.
only thing with me, like, I mean, I know it's competition out there, but at the end of the day, I focus on me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Beat her
I do
ass.
the
Beat her
best
ass
that I
if she
can
jump
do.
tip anyway.
I mean, if somebody's talking slick, then that's a different
Yeah, we
story.
gonna
you
beat
know
her
what
if she
I'm
jump
saying?
tip anyway.
So
That's all right,
you
nigga.
use oils and shit. That's a key thing to the.
To massage
Yeah.
oils?
Yeah, like baby oil.
No, no.
Nah.
Baby oil would dry out.
Okay.
Yeah.
But the oils
it's
do help.
massage oil. I mean, yeah.
But not
Kind of,
really.
sorta. I like massage oil, because I can glide more better. But definitely lotion because you got to get into those muscles. And oil, you'll just
This
be
nigga just behind the line.
What the fuck?
He like, what
Nigga said massage oil.
See what I mean?
Nigga be on it, boy. We on it. Nigga, what you say over there? What you say? Oh, nothing. Okay.
You ain't say nothing? You doing all right over there? Okay, just making sure you content.
She
man.
got the
Making
footage,
sure you
moral
good.
support.
Make sure you good. Moral support. We in this bitch.
That's my cousin. She supported me 100%.
Cousin, sister.
There we go.
Anything else, man? We gotta set this up for the office.
We
spot.
definitely gotta set this up, man.
Facts.
Hey, we gotta set this up for sure.
It's across the street, so you tell me the prices and we go make it
right
happen
there.
and do a whole episode.
Office across the street.
It's right across the street.
And we go talk about everything, not just this.
You already know.
What you went
Hit me
to?
up.
What you like?
What you mean?
Like
Far-
sports? Do you like movies? Do you like games?
Oh, like far as like being active, like
What we
doing
go
things?
talk about?
Current events, like we just be talking about shit.
Oh, okay,
We
yeah.
just be talking about shit.
I ain't into sports.
You used
I'm-
to.
What?
You used to think you can hoop, but go ahead.
With the heels on, remember that one?
You was busting niggas' asses in the hills?
In the
With the
street.
heels on.
Jeez. Christ.
It was
J-Mo,
like,
get his ass
it was
work.
like
That's why he got
11
up.
at night. Niggas about to go to the club.
That's
and
why he
shit.
got up. Busting niggas' ass in heels. That's crazy.
All right, we got to start our sports show, but I appreciate you coming through last
Shout
minute.
yourself
Thank
out,
you
man.
for
Give
having
us
me.
everything.
Shout out to you, man. That's dope. I like that.
Websites, Instagrams, whatever you got. Promote yourself.
Facebook is Andrea Evans. Instagram Salons. That's SALONS. Therapeutic. THERAPEUTIC. Touch. If you type it in Salons Therapeutic, it'll pop up. And shit. And my main Instagram is Andrea _ massage therapist. That's it.
Bet.
There we go.
Got nothing else?
In the motherfucking building.
Appreciate you. Drop the beat, man. Signing out.
I learned a lot today. I did not know that shit was illegal.
I did. I learned a lot too off that shit. Yeah. Coming up. Hey. Tell how you want. How do you want it? How you want that shit?
How do you feel?
Unsportsmanlike conduct is coming up next. Really like there's only 2 niggas here, so I'm here.
Hey, 2 niggas here.
Push your ass out. Got a nigga wanting it so bad I'm about to pass out. Wanna tease you, and I can't even lie about it.
Oh, yeah, I don't know where are yet. We out in the streets of forecast.
You got me